Okay. Greetings, champions. Welcome to Storyteller Mars presents a live play tabletop role-playing game experience for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in coordination with Codename Entertainment for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a game all of us here know and love very much. I am your host, Ryan Blake Hall, aka Storyteller Mars. With me are my esteemed companions, friends. If you would please take a second to introduce yourselves and your characters. Start with Gaarawarr.
Oh, me. Hi. I'm Gaarawarr, and tonight I'm playing Gaarawarr. Well,
my God.
Gaarawarr Grudgekeeper, the dwarven fighter paladin?
Sure. Fighter. Okay. And Treavor?
Hey, I'm Treavor Bettis. I host a difficulty class with Allie, which is a podcast that goes up every Friday. I'm also the community manager now for Idle Champions. At least I will be on Monday. So, hey,
Yay!
how's it going? I will be playing Garlock. He is a goblin sorcerer bard. Ooh. Yeah, he now believes so hard that he does magic. He does magic, and he believes in friendship so hard that he makes his friends better.
I love it. It's perfect. Allie?
Hi, I'm Allie Deutschmann. I also co-host Difficulty Class with Trevor there, and I'll be playing Laura Lee Waters, a Aasimar cleric. Nothing fancy beyond, she didn't get any new levels, crazy thing like everyone else did.
What kind of cleric?
She's a Twilight cleric.
Ooh.
So do you like those temp hit points every single round? Because boy, do I have them.
Do you mean those things that have literally saved Garlock's life several times?
Great.
Gotcha, guys.
Thank you, Allie. And lastly, we have a guest joining us as Lee couldn't make it this time, but we have our friend Robogoblin. Please, who are you? What are you playing?
Hello, it's me, Robogoblin, and I am playing Phoenix Domain Emerald Dragonborn Cleric. That's
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's me.
We're glad to have you. Very glad.
You're always putting the Phoenix emote in my Twitch chat, and I'm so sad that I can't do it right now for you. So yeah, there we go. Lauren's got it.
Lauren, I appreciate that.
Okay, so with introductions out of the way, let's get on with our show. So, Storyteller Mars presents One Man's Trash. The warm days of summer grow longer as the season drags on. It has been some time since the strange events in Subar took place. The missing townspeople and tourists have all returned to their regular lives, and the remnants of the Wererat crime ring have either fled the town completely to find haven elsewhere, or work toward atonement by offering what aid they can muster to the still recovering families and businesses of Subar. The Winding Way Tavern continues to operate as before, its elderly and mysterious proprietor Mag providing drink and questionable fare for a reasonable price. The regulars there speak often of the new neighbors, an odd band of adventurers who saved the town and built a house over the ruins of the old abbey just next door. It is there we find most of our heroes today, at the turn of midsummer. As Kleiner Marsire, cleric of Mistra, turned self-styled patron, sighs in frustration at yet another short-lived almost success with his ongoing magical experiment. Aside from a few interplanar tea parties with guests of varying consent, he's not made much progress. A kettle whistles on a stove downstairs, and he descends to check in with his friends. So, as Mars comes down the staircase, who all is there?
Oh, definitely Laura Lee. She'd be
Okay, let's start with Laura Lee then. What have you been up to since our last game?
Yeah, she's been hanging around town. Not specifically in town, but she definitely has been. She has found herself traveling around, getting a scope of the nearby neighbors and such, and also just making sure the town itself is still okay. She probably had some hand in making sure those were-rats were doing okay, okay, when they came back and assimilated back into the whole bandit township situation. Yeah, she would have been checking out the neighbors and seeing if things are not super weird, as far as magical world goes weird. Okay. On top of that, she would have been helping out in town. Part of her whole deal is to spread the word of her god, which excuse me. Ooh. Helm. There it is.
Mhm.
Forgive me, it's been a hot minute. So she's supposed to spread the word of Helm, and so on top of helping build the house, she probably also would have set up a small shrine
Got
in
it.
Subar.
Okay.
And so generally every day or every other day when she has a chance, she'd go by and kind of clean it up and make sure it's well tended to. And on top of that, she would have found a lot of interest in Mag. She would have been spending a lot of time in the Winding Way Tavern and just
Good.
trying her darndest to get whatever she can out of Mag. But she wouldn't be pushy, but she'd just have company with her. She would spend time with her because she kind of relates to someone who is a little bit odd. And she definitely can relate to Mag, at least in that way. She probably won't tell her that, but she definitely sees her as a figure that she wants to be in the good graces of.
Thank you, Laura Lee.
Mhm.
All right. And Mag does appreciate your assistance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, but she does welcome the help in the tavern anyway. Okay. Let's see. How about, hey, Trevor and Gaarawarr, your characters kind of have something that they did together.
I
I
kind of
mean,
like the idea that they
together's a
just came
stretch.
in through the door.
Oh, you just got here?
Yeah, like we just got in through the door.
That'll be fun. Okay,
And I just want to say, together is a stretch.
I like the idea that Gar opens the door and he's dragging Garlock.
At this point,
"Hi."
after I've spent that much time with Garlock, like one-on-one, yes, dragging Garlock through the door. Go, you can tell everybody where we were.
So, yeah, please tell
well,
us.
me, I went to sleep in a box because it looked really comfy, and then I woke up and it was nailed shut, and then it moved a lot, and then I was on a boat, and then they found a goblin in the box, and they didn't like that, so they threw me off the boat in the middle of the water. But
Okay.
I found out I'm partially good at swimming. So, you know, I found my way to the shore. And then I was told that I was in Westgate. And I don't know where that is. And so I wandered around there until I saw a job posting for some group. I think the Westgate Irregulars. They needed an accountant. And I ran a tavern once. And I thought that would be a good thing. Instead, they just made me the role of Onion Knight. So now I am Garlock, Onion Knight, Sir Garlock.
That is precious.
I have a surname now.
Oh boy.
So, same
And
thing
it's
for you,
Sir
Gaarawarr?
Garlock. No, I did not travel on a boat and end up in a
A little
box
different
and
experience.
thrown in the water. No, I actually went to Westgate on my own. At the end of our last adventure, there were some real weird shenanigans that went on with Gar charging towards this demigod thing and destroying a magical artifact with the stroke of his axe, which it should never
weird,
have
huh?
happened. And
Nope.
and yeah, so there was like some kind of magical energy release, and it started unlocking memories for Gar. So Gar decided to go on walkabout, and he ended up in Westgate because he'd never been that way. And he saw an interview for an accountant, and he's like, well, I hold people accountable for their actions all the time. This will be great, right? That's what an accountant does. So he went and interviewed. On his and when he was sitting there, along with a really old man with a great beard, turns out it's a wizard, Elphaba, Elmo, El something was the wizard's name. He had a nice beard. I like that. I interviewed, and Garlock was there, and I didn't understand why Garlock was there. So I dragged him out of there after the end. But I went last. On their way out of town, it turns out they offered me the job of spy master at some point in the future if I want it. So I don't know. I've never done that before, so that may be a thing. And then Garlock and I headed back. I kind of dragged him back, and along the way, I found a frog in one of our campfires. So now I have this, it's kind of like a toadish looking, I mean, it's either a toad or a frog. It's an elemental fire frog. It tends to just sit on my shoulder most of the time. But it's got this cool
Garlock
thing. I can tell it.
continuously pokes it.
Yeah, and that's when I tell it to flame on, and then it burns him. Because that's when it actually erupts into elemental fire. But I can.
So it
I know
follows
enough.
your home,
We
can
have a
keep
good
it.
enough relationship that I can tell it when to turn on and off its fire. But yeah. I figure it'll hang out in the fireplace.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got an idea for it, actually.
Thank you.
We'll work on that.
For his part, Mars has been working on his gate project. His possibly ill-advised gate project he's still obsessed with. And he's even requested an extended sabbatical from his duties as an assistant to the chosen of Mistra Kalar Alun. The crystalline shards that he recovered after the battle to save Subar, thank you, Gaarawarr, for smashing that crystal, have proven to be a more than effective power source, but the energy is chaotic and unrefined. It can only be activated for a limited time and has totally unpredictable results. Like I said, so far he's managed a few interdimensional tea parties, and that's about it. He's under a lot of stress, and his personal savings have nearly dried up. So he's nearly desperate for money at this point. Things are not looking great, and he's not being very vocal about communicating about that. That being said, you'll notice, folks in the audience, that we are missing someone today, so I have some information to provide you about Watt 221B. He left some time ago for what they said was a book tour, traveling up and down the Sword Coast to provide copies of their newly written tome to libraries, collectors, and anyone even remotely curious. The Tabaxi gunslinger Dust in the Wind has accompanied the Warforged as a hired gun for protection and to train Watt in the use of firearms.
Nice.
Meanwhile, yeah, we miss you, buddy, but we hope that you're safe and having a good time out there. Meanwhile, we do have someone new joining us. So I suppose Gaarawarr and Gaarlach, I suppose Lauralee, you've already become accustomed to his presence, but Gar and Gar, this is a new one for you, an Emerald Dragonborn.
Gaarlach looks up from still being dragged by Gaarawarr and going, "Oh, you're shiny."
I'm just there right now, or how does it work?
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe we agreed that Mars and well, if you'd like to tell us your character name.
All right. So you see like this really tall, muscular emerald dragonborn that kind of looks teal colored. So it's kind of blue-green. He has long, thin black horns that go over his forehead and point back. He's wearing plate armor that covers most of his body except the tail, because I do have a tail, and his face. And his armor looks really extravagant. Kind of looks like Sergeant Knox's armor.
Oh, nice.
But mine is more dark gray color. And he also carries around 12-sided shield with a red painted symbol of a phoenix that kind of looks like if a 3-year-old painted it. And it also has like a smiley face on the phoenix. And that's it. I also carry mace, but that's it. And
Gaarlach goes, "Oh, that's a really cool shield. Way better than I could do. The paint job's amazing."
Hello, friends. I don't know if we presented each other. Hello, my name is Arturos Winterleaf, but you can call me Archie.
Archie, I like that. I'm Gaarlach.
Hello, Gaarlach. Nice to meet you.
Mars explains that we had tea together. He just appeared suddenly, and we had tea and really just kind of hit it off. And ever since Archie has just kind of stuck around, he saw that the town of Subar had a need for assistance in general after what happened. So he's been a good boy, just helping people. And really just a natural fit for the house here, especially while you two were out. But now you're back. So I suppose Mars says, welcome home, such as it is. I'm glad to have you again.
I found
Still
this
no sign of
one
Watt.
in Westgate for some reason. I don't know how he got there.
I don't know either.
Oh, I'm glad you survived your journey.
He really needs a bell or something.
Maybe you could amend that today, in fact.
Archie is carrying around a teacup that Mars gave him. Is like
Oh,
pinky out.
oh,
I like your
cheers.
frog.
That's wonderful.
I like your frog.
Oh,
Thanks.
yes,
Watch
does-
this.
Does the little fella
Flame
have-
on. And it just goes.
Oh wow!
Is that
All right,
dangerous?
that's enough. That's enough.
Yes, it
Did you-
hurts quite a bit.
Keep that so close to your beard? That doesn't seem wise.
Oh, it's not a problem. And I kind of point down at my like Gar has these really thick, like a multiple of them, big beard rings that are shaped in the face of Moradin. That's in his beard. They've always been there, but
They've always been there.
You've always thought maybe, well, okay, that's just neat decoration. He's like, these make my beard fireproof. It's cool.
Oh, well, that's very convenient for your new pet then. Okay, so if we are ready to move forward, at the outskirts of town, as we are all, reconvening, passing the time, saying our hellos and whatnot, a one-horse carriage slowly rolls past the newest signpost, "Welcome to Subar, bless this mess," and makes its way toward the winding way. From the window, you can see a frumpily dressed hobgoblin driving the carriage, looking half asleep. She wears a headband, cotton tunic, trousers, and sandals, all very plain. When the wheels stop, she steps down, opens the carriage door, and extends a ramp for a middle-aged gnome in a wheelchair. This fellow has a long mustache, short gray hair striped with black, fancy clothes, and clearly a lot on his mind. He eyes the placard engraved with "Champions Outreach, Inquire Within" at the front of the house, nods to himself, and moves directly for the door.
That was really loud. What was that?
I'll get it. Laura Lee will approach and open the door.
All right, and when you look down, you see the aforementioned gnome, and he looks up to you with a stern expression. "So, here then, the champions,
Yes, you've come to the right place. Come on in.
I mean, we're like the other ones.
Yeah, but don't worry about that.
Right? Okay.
And
We're the other champions.
Mars
Folks are
hurries
called
to
champions.
pour some tea for the guest. And as he makes himself comfortable looking around the place, he seems a bit disappointed in the lack of comforts, let's say. It's not a very pleasant place to live as of yet, but maybe it'll get there.
How dare you?
So judgmental.
All right. So, listen up. I am here on business. I require attention. I require a job well done, and I am willing to pay.
Oh, okay.
In what?
I need security. Better than what I've got. My name is Bomphedamias Aloisitane Stumbleduck, Shippings and Operations Manager operating out of Scornabel. Perhaps you've heard of me. You have not heard of him.
No.
I can barely remember your name right now.
You seem pretty secure about yourself, though.
Yes, that is the one thing I can trust my own security about, my own personal self. All these other layabouts are just utter failures in my life. I need adventurers. They say if you need to get anything done in this world, you hire the only people desperate and obsessively heroic enough to get it done no matter what. And that's you. From what I've heard, the champions are the best there is for what money can buy. And I have the money.
Yeah.
Okay,
You've got
so
a fair
you're,
point
you're
on all
paying
fronts.
in money. Okay.
Yes, good coin. Perhaps favors? We can even include a finder's fee if that sweetens the deal.
You need security? Is there people certain after you, or just
Oh, heavens,
general?
no, not me. I'm no one. Well, no, I'm very important, actually. But my own personal life is not really one to be taken by assassins or what have you. No. Have you perhaps heard of one, Agnalala?
What?
A what?
An Agnalala? History?
Oh,
Intelligence history?
rolling.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to rolling.
With my -1.
Great.
Everybody or just Gar?
Whoever wishes to.
I got a 9.
Okay, you have no idea
An
who this
11.
person is. You think you may have heard the name before. Actually, you know what, Allie? For Layla, I want to give you advantage on this. Because reasons.
Ooh, because of reasons. My favorite kind of reason. 11 still.
Oh my
Double
god.
11s.
No,
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Fate has spoken.
Wasn't meant to be.
I got a 14.
Was that 14?
Archie
Yeah.
got a 14.
Okay. Gaarawarr, were you going to roll or just pass on
I
this one?
I did. I got a 3.
Oh, great.
Aw.
Well, then, Archie, you feel like you have heard the name Agnalala before as some sort of merchant, a very important one dealing with exotic goods somewhere in this area. You don't know much beyond that,
Okay.
but
So-
you've at least heard of them before.
So,
So-
say that again. Agnalala.
Agnalala.
Agnalala. Oh wait. Yes, I came into this town and I heard of them. Some kind of merchant or something like that.
That's right. See, this person, this must be your leader. Yes? The only one here who already knows what I'm here about?
It wouldn't be the
So
first time
promise-
I was led by someone I just met 5 minutes ago, so yes.
I just got here. I don't know.
Mars just shrugs and goes with it. Anyway, I have a job. I cannot trust my own incompetent employees to attend to. The carriage driver outside just kind of leans over and shrugs. Moving on. You see, I am the shipping and operations manager for Agnalala over in Scornabel. It's about a week's ride from here. So I've already put some days of travel into this mess, and I'm not leaving empty-handed. Well, my issue is thus. Lately, and that is for the past few months, deliveries have been incomplete, we'll say. Items found to be missing, and then, well, more distressing, in past weeks, entire shipments have gone missing utterly. This is bad for business, very bad for business. And sure as my childhood nickname, Pinch, I am absolutely certain that I require folks of particular bravado and dedication to see to it that the warehouse goes unperturbed for this next big shipment that we have lined up. It's very important to us.
So
Do you understand?
you want us to guard a warehouse?
Yes! Large building, many boxes. Can you do it?
I mean, yeah. We can. Is it bandits? Any word about who's been doing this?
I suspect foul play. You know, we have many competitors in the business. Scornabel is rife with
So you
all
think
sorts
it's-
of
You think
merchant
it's
types.
birds?
Possibly. They
Okay.
do nest in the rafters.
All right.
Anything's possible.
I never trust birds. They always poop on me.
I agree.
I never trust merchants. All right. Yeah, sure. We can do this.
For the same
I
reason.
resent that. well, technically, I'm not actually a merchant, so very well. I agree, except for my own employer.
I just got one question. What do we need to protect them from, or what are the items there that we need to protect?
You never ask. That's like rule number one.
Well,
Don't ask what's in the box.
raw materials
Okay.
and unfinished goods and sundries. Does that suffice?
That didn't sound suspicious at all. I'm in.
Oh boy.
Any
How long are we guarding this warehouse for?
Oh, just the one night. That's all I really need.
any people in
It'll
the
take us
warehouse?
a week
or
to
is
get
it
there.
just stuff.
Stuff. Just stuff. Just need you to protect some stuff. Can you handle it?
Yes.
I'm fine
I
with
say
stuff.
we do it.
I just don't deal in people. So just making sure.
Well, fortunately for you, you will not be having to deal with anyone beyond myself. Heaven forbid you should speak to my own employer.
That's
no,
not
no,
what I
no, no.
meant.
Far too busy and important for you.
And I kind of after that I'm like shake my head and I go, that's not what I meant. And I walk by him out the door over to his carriage driver.
Great. Mars just immediately like starts hashing out like paperwork with the gnome, signing agreements and stuff, just getting things done in the background. When you head out to the carriage driver, you just see The hobgoblin is just resting.
And I just kind of
just on the verge of napping.
Yeah, I just move up and I go, couple quick questions, friend. Is he always a jerk like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he deal in people or just stuff?
Stuff.
Okay. And I turn around and walk back in. Gar doesn't like sketchy people or jerks, so just making sure.
I mean, same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, feel free to roll insight if you like. If you get any bad vibes about this person.
I will, because he's works
Sure.
for a merchant.
Okay.
That's right. I can see what this is.
Oh, that's gonna be a 23.
Nice.
Definitely withholding information. That much should be obvious. But not lying, and you don't feel any kind of malicious intent. Just on the verge of a desperate panic. This is very important to him.
He's about to lose his job. All right.
That is how it feels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garlic, what do you think, bud?
I think we should do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we will, but I mean, like, about him, about the whole thing. What are your thoughts? You know, I like to ask you that every now and then.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
Gar
hang on.
stares
I gotta,
practice.
confused across
we're
the
practicing.
room.
Thoughts?
I gotta snatch one out. Wait.
Take your time.
Oh,
We're gonna
Mars
be here a
lifts
while.
up Garlock so he can reach the thoughts better.
No, that one's just about onions. I just think it's fine. Let's just go.
Perfect.
Great. Okay. So, again, this is Bombfetamias Halluicitane Stumbleduck. You may call me Master Stumbleduck for short.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
When you all start walking out, Garlock keeps standing there for a moment and just goes, "Oh, right, I have to walk. I was used to being dragged."
You pile into the carriage and gather your things. And I suppose you just immediately turn this thing around and start rolling out. Is there any last minute things you want to take care of in Subar before you head off to another place for the time being?
Remind me of this establishment you claimed.
Sure.
Is there like a large fireplace?
There is.
Okay.
There
I'm going to leave the
certainly can
frog in the fireplace and let it know that it can only flame on in the fireplace.
That's great.
Not when it comes out. It can come out and you can eat, but it has to go back in the fireplace to heat back up again.
Seems to understand and happily hops into the fireplace.
I'm assuming Mars has some sort of writing and paper around.
Definitely. I mean, there are scattered notes on just
It's
about
Mars,
every
come on.
surface in the building.
Yeah.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
She's basically going to write a sign that says, "If anyone defaces this shrine, I will personally go after them."
Mm.
Laura Lee. And she'll
Can you
leave
add
it on the shrine on the way back.
Beware of guard
Okay,
frog
great.
to that?
Yeah.
Frog! I
Underneath
love
that,
it!
she'll put "Beware
Thanks.
of guard frog." Yeah, and she'll post the
Okay.
sign on the shrine that's in the middle of Subar.
Excellent.
I love
All right,
that.
so we got a sign on that now.
Yeah, and Archie is like,
I like this
Well-
idea of the Shrine of Helm.
well, the Phoenix
Oh.
brought me here, so
Would you like to come
go.
with us, Archie? You've been excellent company thus far, and we could certainly use your assistance if Watt is still unable to join us today.
of course I could help. Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I look forward to spending more time with you.
Hey, me too.
Yay! The shiny man with the pretty shield is coming.
I like
It is
I
a
like
very
him. I
pretty
like him.
shield.
I like him.
Okay, so you make your way. All right. Now,
Did we ask where we were going?
No.
We asked what city we were going to.
He said
He
it would
Do
mentioned
take
we,
a
do we ever?
week?
Did okay. Well, I'm in Garlock mode, so I'm just at ADHD all over the place.
We ended up
what-
in Subar. I mean, come on.
yeah.
Did we ever ask where we're going?
We only play this group like every few months, so a little rusty maybe, all of us. All right. So it comes out in discussion as you get things ready, you gather supplies, put it in the carriage, and get everyone moving along. That essentially the job comes down to that this Bombfetamias Aloisitane Stumbleduck, being a shipping and operations manager for one Agnalala operating out of Scornabel, which is a much larger population, much larger settlement to the southeast of here. It's about a week travel. And there is a warehouse full of goods.
Gaarlock,
It's a very important shipment.
We passed through this place on the way back.
Yeah, you would have passed by it
Yeah.
or through it. Did you spend much time there?
No,
That's a personal choice. No? Okay.
did not want to spend as I wanted to spend as little time with Gaarlock alone as possible. So we moved very quickly.
Okay,
Speed
fair
walking
enough.
the whole way home.
He would take a nap while I drag him by 1 foot. It was just quicker that way.
The agreement, once the paperwork is settled, is for 200 gold each in advance for services rendered, and then up to an additional 800 gold each upon satisfactory completion of your task, as well as some percentage of any reclaimed lost shipments, if it is within your power to do so, which is described as a finder's fee in the contract. Okay, so
So to be clear, we're contracted to both guard a warehouse from future theft, but also if we can obtain past theft, then that is of benefit as well.
yes, that's bonus points if you can manage that.
All right.
Guard the warehouse. If you can get the stolen stuff back, even better.
Question. So did we get into the carriage or?
That was going to be my next question.
Oh, okay. Exactly. I wanted to ask, is it a big carriage? Because I'm a pretty big beefy boy.
It's the carriage itself could seat 4 humans uncomfortably, but seat them. So
But
are
one
you
is-
traveling
one is
within,
Bumble,
atop, or
Stumble.
otherwise?
That's one's our employer.
No.
All right.
Master Stumbleduck is within the carriage, so that's 1 seat taken.
I will
And
sleep
carriage
on the
driver,
roof.
of course. The roof. You are tiny and adorable, so that's probably
Yeah,
fine.
I would sit up with the if there's room, I would sit with the driver.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to mind.
Laura Lee's used to travel, and she'd walk beside
Okay. It's a long
as long
walk.
as they're not like going fast.
Yeah, I mean, guard
Yeah.
normally would walk, but he literally just walked back from here.
And she knows that.
Yeah.
Right, Arturus.
Archie's gonna go into the carriage, but it's gonna be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Like Mr. Incredible in the car.
Pretty much Mr. Incredible, right? Yep.
Mars himself is certainly traveling inside the carriage because no, not walking. Not walking, not going on the roof. No.
But it's nice up here.
I believe you. I like this more. Okay. So we've got Gaarlock on top. We've got Gaarawarr up front with the carriage driver. We've got Allie walking beside, and Arturus, you're inside.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
Like,
great. Yes, I suppose with all of your arms and armor, that probably takes up all the remaining room inside the carriage. You do have a lot on you. Plate armor, right?
yes, plate armor.
It's gonna It's gonna be pretty hefty to carry inside of a carriage. Okay, well, the 7-day journey to Scornabel begins as you take up positions within, atop, in front, or otherwise accompanying the carriage of Master Stumbleduck and the stoic coachman, whose name you learn is Schlum. The blink dog days of midsummer bear down on you the whole way, and so it is with some relief when on the 2nd day of the trip you feel the first drops of an unexpected rain shower. However, contentment soon gives way to consternation as the weather quickly grows much worse. Within the span of an hour, it's turned to a violent storm. High winds are threatening to knock the carriage over. How do you deal with that?
Ooh.
Like, is this one of the carriages that, like, the top part's got like the little railing going around it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like I like the idea that Gaarlock was like trying to hold on to it and then hit a bump, and now he's just hanging off the back,
Hanging
just
off the side.
No, he's straight up off the back. Just
Fantastic.
I
Just
feel
thunder
like
and lightning. The horse is panicking.
I mean, I've got 50 feet of rope in a pack. I'm sure somebody else does here.
Mhm.
And I feel like if we tie that rope off to the top, one on each side, then Archie and I can tie it to ourselves and walk to each side of that. And both of us in full plate armor. I mean, we're going to be weighing, between 400 and 500 pounds. And that should help to keep things a little situated.
Okay. That is a lot of weight. All right. Bomphedomius kind of throws open a carriage window and looks out and sees what you're doing. Good on you! Yes, keep it up. Use that weight. Excellent. Proud of you. Oh, make sure you remember the carriage registration number 2223358. Should I be unconscious in case you might need it when we arrive? The guards might ask for it. Just wanted to make sure you're aware. Okay. Shuts the window.
What was the number? Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was 22358. But Gar's still going, what?
Okay, so those of you trying to hold the carriage down, give me strength check.
Oh wait, I can see these.
Oh yeah, I could see this too because we're using D&D Beyond for.
Oh my gosh!
dirty
Oh my
20.
gosh.
Oh.
Is that like a... Are we doing a... Okay, hold on. I'm up here then. Oops. Sorry, folks. Oh, there we go. It's never been easier for Gaarawarr to roll. Oh, jeez. For Gaarawarr to roll a natural one
Well,
on D&D Beyond.
Oh,
if we have everything set up correctly, folks at home, you can see what.
Yeah.
Gaarawarr
No,
just
everybody saw.
rolled.
Thanks, Mars.
Oh,
Everyone
I
saw.
love it.
Everyone saw me roll a
Okay,
one.
so
Thanks, Mars.
yeah, no, I love it. That's.
I'm
fantastic.
tired from my
You're-
long trip. I already did this trip.
yeah.
It
and
took
you're
us.
immediately going back.
It took us.
the other
Oh, it took us
direction.
like 10 days to come back from Westgate,
Mhm.
dragging
rough.
Garlock the whole way, and now I'm turning around and going back again. Yeah.
Oh, you're a tough dwarf. You can handle it.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. So
So-
I rolled a dirty 20, so I guess
Oh.
Archie is like, oh, wait, no. Are you
Yeah.
okay over there, Gaarawarr?
His side's good. My side, not so much.
I like it. Yeah, so like it's leaning toward your direction right now, Archie,
Yeah.
because it's not balanced between the two of you.
I'll
You
I'll
look
go
o-
over to Gar and help him out.
Okay.
When
So
Archie
Lorelei,
looks
you
over
just
to
jump at the rope and grab onto it and try to hold it back down.
when Archie looks over to yell to Gaarawarr, he sees Garlock hanging off the back now at an angle. Hi. No, I'm fine. It's all good.
Mars opens up another window. Garlock, I could reach up to you. You want to come inside, or
No,
are
it's
you-
actually kind of
you
comfy.
good?
My arms have gone numb.
Okay. To each their own. All right, have fun. Click.
Do you need
Okay,
any help, Gaarawarr?
so-
Oh, okay.
You manage to hold out against the storm. Embarrassing though it may be for certain dwarves in the party, but you managed to hold down the carriage. After all,
This is payback for me one-shotting your boss last time, isn't it?
the issue, of course. Oh, there's so much payback. There's going to be constant back and forth for paybacks for us forever.
Mhm.
Okay. However, I did mention the thunder and lightning is spooking the horse. Is there anything anyone can do about that particular situation? Shlum is up there trying to get the reins. She's going to run off. I can't keep her. And ultimately, yep, the reins snap. The horse starts to run. You're about to be deprived of your method of powering this carriage.
As soon as I see... Oh, sorry, Gar.
No. Go ahead. I gotta look and see if any of his new things
Oh, I'm muted.
do anything. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast. Garlock's gonna cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
How far
yeah, there
away
it
is
is.
it? How far away is the horse from where Gar would be?
Let's see. Let's say it took it a moment to realize that it's actually free. So let's say it's only about 10 feet away from you at the moment, Gar. It hasn't fully bolted yet, but it's going to.
Okay.
Garlock's gonna cast Speak with Animal and yell, "Stop! Don't run away! We need you to be our friend, please!"
Yeah, and as he does that,
Which
I'm
is
just grumbling.
surprising to say the least.
Like, I'm not pulling this carriage. And at the end of that, I just yell as with all the power left I have in my being of being humiliated standing next to this thing. I'm not going to be humiliated by pulling it. And I yell, "Stop!" And unbeknownst to me, I issue a paladin command.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
This is cool. Okay.
Whatever. I think that's a wisdom 12 save on its side.
Okay. Let's see. Just going to roll a straight d20 and use my best judgment. I was not expecting to roll a saving throw for a horse today.
Apparently, I'm not
All right.
into my.
That's a flat 16 before modifiers. How's that look?
Yeah. Its modifier better be a -5.
You know what? This particular horse, this particular horse is very, very accustomed to obeying commands. Very well trained, we'll say. So this horse does, between the combination of a goblin suddenly speaking horse at it and a dwarf just telling it to stop with magical force behind that statement, it does so. Also, Garlock, give me a charisma persuasion check if you don't mind.
Okay.
You're trying to calm it down and saying that you needed to come back and be your friend.
That's my second 9.
I feel like it should just run off after that.
Trevor, you need to share.
Remind me, Garlock, does Speak with Animals allow the animal to speak back to you?
I don't believe so. This is legitimately the first time I've ever cast Speak with Animal in 5th edition.
Yeah.
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and the awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they perceived or have perceived. So yeah, they can communicate.
Thank you, Trevor. Okay, well, then being told to stop, the horse just immediately stops, turns to face Garlock. Is it safe?
Well, you're safer with us.
Safe?
Definitely not safe.
fair.
Safe.
Mhm.
Safe.
Yes.
Okay. And the horse waits for I suppose Gaarawarr's command to let go of it. Does that just keep going? Or?
Oh, it failed. I mean, if it.
No, he said
he said it
-5.
worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just
Yeah,
for
I'm
like
giving it to you,
it's
it's
just
fine.
for its turn, like that one turn. So then it's fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So like 6 seconds later, the horse goes back down and slowly like trots over
I
to
mean, Gar
the
doesn't know
carriage
he did
again.
anything, but
From the top of the carriage, Garlock looks down at Gaarawarr and goes, "You speak horse too?"
You've been holding out on us, Gaarawarr. That's a very useful talent.
Okay, so
and
Archie,
wait, when he says that, I look over at him, and for the first time ever, I speak Goblin back to Garlock, and I go, "Yes, I do. That's how I can do this right now."
Oh,
Is that the
This
first
is
time
Garlock's
all
reaction,
Any
just-
of us have heard
Yeah,
this?
nobody. He wouldn't have done that. Mm-mm. He doesn't.
Wow, so this
normally
is
go
the
around
collective
speaking
gasp.
I mean, if only if anybody else understands. Otherwise, it's just Goblin.
I
what
do.
twist.
Mars takes a mental note, like, I really don't know him very well.
I genuinely
after all.
don't think that Garlock would respond. Like, it would just go back to normal operation before he got the mental fortitude to go, "Oh my God!"
Okay. So you control the situation and things carry on. The storm lets up enough that you're able to still push forward through the day, but it's just miserable. It's hot, it's wet, it's humid. It's not fun. On the 3rd day, the storm itself has died down. You've just got cloudy skies. You've got some light rains, constant light rains, though. And that has led to, some pretty bad muddy areas of the road. And unfortunately, the carriage becomes a victim of a mud pit. So, totally stuck. How do you do this? You got to keep this thing rolling.
This is day by day. You said 3 or 4.
This is day 3.
Yeah. As a cleric, I definitely would have prepared create or destroy water.
Okay.
See, the downside is that it's like of water in a container within range, or just destroy fog. I'm like, can I just evaporate the water out of the mud?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, because
That sounds like a fun use of the spell.
She would have been doing Lehman's tiny hut every night just to get out of the rain in a cornfield space. She would have been doing just everything to make this more comfortable. And yeah, she definitely would have been. She'd cast that to get it out, and however many times she would need to. Because how many wheels this thing got? Like, is it a 2-wheeler or a 4-wheeler?
4-wheel.
Like, yeah, she would have
Proper
to cast
carriage.
that 4 times then, and she'd definitely be willing to do that.
So Laura Lee dries up the mud around the wheels. Now, unfortunately, this does just mean that now the wheels are stuck in dry earth instead of mud.
But that part's the easy part. I mean, just chip. I can easily just chip that away with my axe. I mean, just around.
The guard just chips away.
Yeah, you just drag it through and just to make a path for to break the wheel free.
Okay. Question.
Easy.
So, so is this something that I can help with stone shape?
Ooh.
Oh, that's very likely going to help, depending on what you do with it. It could also make things worse, depending on what you do with it.
I mean, we can try and break it out with this, and then see if we need anything else.
Okay.
If we get stuck again, it would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you get stuck again. After all, it's a long road with a lot of potential mud. I'm going to roll a D100 real quick. It gets stuck again. You make it about 30 feet forward and then shoof, right into another mud
35 to be exact. Oh, wait.
35 feet forward. And you hear the gnome, oh, come on!
You're welcome to come out and pull.
Fat chance of that. Paperwork, busy.
Mm-hmm.
You do the heavy lifting. That's what you're being paid for.
Can stone shape or whatever it was work on mud as well? I mean, like it is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that if it can. I don't know. Maybe
I like creative.
Whatever Mars wants to do with it. I thought that was actual.
Like a ramp, so it goes over it faster.
Oh,
could be cool.
Yeah,
it's your spell. What would you like to do with it?
I mean, I feel like
we could
get some rocks and put them around it, and then he could turn it into a flat surface that then gives that purchase.
It says you touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose. So, for example, you could shape a large rock into a weapon idol or coffer, or make a small passage through a wall. Okay. So so maybe we get like a bunch of rocks, and I'll stone shape them into a tiny ramp, so the carriage goes over it and passes all over the mud, I guess.
Okay, so you build a little ramp with a stone shape, and it works out well enough. You know, could be better. Could be much worse.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Given that you have multiple magical means of overcoming this muddy situation, I'm going to say that you're probably going to be good for getting through the rest of any similar type scenarios as you move forward. At this point, also, Shlum becomes aware, like, all right, yes, there's a lot of mud. I'll drive around it. How about that?
Thank you.
As if it's not her fault in the first place that you ran into the mud.
I thought that's what you were doing the whole time. Were you aiming for it? I don't.
Just seemed like perfectly good road to me. It wasn't. Lesson learned. On the 4th day, it's fine. Actually, nothing happens.
Hey, real quick. In the early part of that day, at one point while he's up in front with the hobgoblin, Gaarawarr feels something on his shoulder, and he looks over, and Garlock has put his chin like on his shoulder, and he goes, "I thought you might miss your frog friend, so I'm pretending to be him."
Oh, that's really sweet.
He's gonna die.
Do you catch fire on command?
Yeah, I do.
Good. And I smack him in the face and I go, flame on.
and then you just see the weakest firebolt shoot from the top of the just like
Mars just like reaches out and just like cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
It's okay. You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there. He's just afraid of love.
Oh.
God.
All right. The 5th day. Everything seems to be in order. Shlum talks about that you're coming up on the town of Triel, and it would just kind of, drag things down. And it'd be a little faster to take a straight shot going like a little off the road. She knows a shortcut, so she takes the carriage down this off-road just to skirt around Triel. No, it's all right. I know this area.
Insight.
If you're sure.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
14.
Gaarlock doesn't know he has an insight.
14? Okay. So your insight check. Oh no, where did it go? Your insight check informs you that you get the sense that Shlum isn't nefarious. Maybe just incompetent.
Is it actually going to save us time?
It should. She seems to earnestly believe that this shortcut will save time. If nothing happens.
All right.
You can try to talk
his
her out
mouth
of it.
shut. Well,
Okay. And let's see. So it seems to me that you are perhaps suspecting that things might go wrong. You seem hesitant to trust the situation here, Gar.
well, they were driving right into mud pits, and now they know a shortcut. Like, I don't trust their judgment
Yeah.
on the right way to go, personally.
In general.
It's not even nefarious. I mean, I'm ready for nefarious. I'm wearing full plate armor, walking along. It's not like I've ditched it and I'm
You're ready
walking
for things
along
to
in
go
my
bad.
traveling clothes. I'm always ready for things to go bad. I just don't trust that this is going to be short.
Maybe it's on purpose.
Are you still riding up front with Shlum?
Yes, and whenever we're not having to hold the cart down after the storm, then I would be up
Okay.
on the.
So then,
on
in
the
that
seat.
case, you come up to a small stream. Like you see a small stream coming up close by that you're going to have to cross over a little stone bridge. It's very small. Like you could jump this stream. The stone bridge is mainly decorative and for helping vehicles to get over it. So, Gaarawarr, you're a dwarf. You've got stone cutting. Could you give me a perception check, please?
If I roll a nat 1 on stone cutting
Please roll an
on
one.
stream. Okay, hold on. Where even is that? Anybody know? What is a stone cutting roll?
Where
What?
what is?
I'm just trying
Oh.
to
No,
find
it's
stone
just
it's a-
cutting.
perception.
It's
Are we just
racial
doing like
trait.
a
roll
perception
with
check,
it.
but advantage? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Perception check.
It's
Your
stone
stone cutting
is
is
an
what allows
intelligence
you to make
history
this
check.
perception check.
It's an intelligence history check
Oh yeah.
related to the origin of stonework. Is that what we're talking
Mm.
about? Is that what you're
It certainly
looking for,
can apply to this. Yes.
or- Okay.
Yeah.
But
That
you
still
roll
works.
with advantage, right?
I'm considered
believe so.
proficient, and I had double my proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Nice. So expertise.
See, we're learning together,
So-
friends.
We
24
are,
total.
and that's okay.
Double-
24
yeah,
on your
18
on
plus
your
a double
intelligence
proficiency
history
bonus
stone
would be-
cutting.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be
Amazing. All right, Gar. You're pretty sure that
Redemption.
Didn't think you could make that voice. You're pretty sure that given the age of this stone bridge as you're coming up to it, like it's maybe about 50 feet out, and you're eyeing it like, I don't know about this. You're pretty sure given the age of it and about how much traffic you surmise might be passing through this area, it's on the verge of collapsing. You don't think it's going to survive this carriage going over it.
How the gap it tries to get across, is it terribly difficult to just run the carriage and horse through it? Is it just that people prefer
The
to
horse
use the
would be
bridge?
fine.
But would the carriage be fine? Like going through the creek instead of across the bridge?
It's definitely going to hit some bumps. It's definitely going to hit some nasty bumps. The water doesn't look deep enough for it to sink in or anything like that.
So it's a stone bridge.
Yeah, just a little stone bridge going over a quiet little stream.
All right, then I'm going to tell
It's
the
always
driver
the quiet ones.
that it needs to stop because the bridge is going to collapse. And
I
see
don't
if they
know
listen.
about that. I've crossed over this bridge many times. It's been fine.
Alright.
We crossed over it on the way up. It was fine.
Look, Chump, is it?
Close enough.
Are you a dwarf?
Hobgoblin.
Right. Don't question me about stone. Thanks. Stop the carriage.
You're not here to make friends, are you?
I'm here to get paid, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then we're on the same page.
Oh, all right.
All right.
You talk money. That's the right language. Okay. Slum stops the carriage and is open to suggestions for how else to get the carriage across here.
Well, I'm going to go hop down and just kind of take a closer look and see if there's any way that with surrounding materials I could shore it up a bit so that the carriage could get across. That's going to be first. So whatever.
Did Archie do that thing again?
Okay.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. I mean I know he can do that, but we may need some extra stone from somewhere, or
There's
it'll at
definitely
least
just,
have to
like-
direct how he reinforces it. So
There's definitely loose river stones. I mean, just like little stream round river stones sitting around the area, and trees. A lot of trees. In fact, there's 3 trees right around the stone bridge that look to have laughing faces carved into them.
Oh, that's creepy.
History check. I'm just going to roll a
Sure.
history check for that symbol carved into a tree.
Just laughing faces carved into a tree.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, I've got a 4. So I'm just focused more on the rocks, and I'm going to gather up a bunch of rocks and start shoring up the bridge, like putting it where I think it should go, and then maybe like thinking ahead of where, okay, if he's going to do his thing, then this is where I want the rock, and then thinking of where like some tree stuff could go, and just trying to focus more on shoring that up so that we can actually get across.
Just using your best judgment. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you don't really face any further difficulties here. You are definitely certain by getting closer, trying to arrange some stones and what
Pause
have you.
momentarily, Mars.
Hmm?
We love you too, Lee. Thanks for watching.
Oh, Lee!
Hope you're having a great
buddy.
trip.
Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you.
All right,
Thanks,
you can
Gar.
continue now.
Okay, great. Yeah, you're able to get past this part, no problem. I was really hoping to just crash this carriage down that bridge, but you had to ride up front with stone cunning, didn't you?
No, Chump.
Why
name's
are you
Chump.
like this, Morris? Why are you like this?
At one point, Garlock goes, the hobgoblin goes, "It's okay. I've tried to be his friend for almost a year. We're almost there. We're so close."
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Garlock, you also tried talking to at some point later on, let's say just later on that the 4th day, Shlum's talking to Garlock. Maybe Garlock's like up on the roof, just leaning over. Shlum's just looking up like, I don't know how to talk to people, make friends. You know, I take the carriage out, I take the carriage back. Pick up travelers, I drop them off. No one stays. No one asks, how you doing, Shlum? No one wants to know Shlum's story. How do you do it?
I just keep talking until they hit me. Also, how are you doing? How's your day?
Oh, thank you, you know. Wet.
Is it still raining?
I'm just muttering
Yes.
to myself.
Okay.
Expert
It's been
conversationalist.
several days of a constant light
Garlock
rain.
prestidigitations him dry just for him to get wet again.
Okay. Thank you very much, Smallwood.
That's torture in some cities.
Okay, so +1 affinity with Schlum for Garlock, I suppose.
Slum will
fantastic.
remember this.
Yes, Schlum will remember this. Watch, like level 20, you're like on death's door, and who shows up to save you?
Slum.
Schlum with
Felt
an
the
epic
need
carriage.
you had for me.
How's your day going?
Write down +1 heart. There we go. Okay, good stuff.
Okay, so can Archie like approach Laura Lee and Gaarawarr to like and be like, so we are being, I don't know. Do you think that they are doing this on purpose? There's been a lot of problems lately, and I don't know if this is something on purpose by the driver or the person or both.
I'm pretty sure they're just really incompetent.
Yeah, I don't want to agree, but I do agree. It's nothing against them. I mean, bless their heart.
Okay. And he just and Archie just gives a berry to the horse. It's just one horse, right?
Just one horse,
Okay. Just
working very hard.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That poor horse.
Poor horsey.
Mm.
It's a rough life.
Yeah.
At some point, Mars steps out of the carriage to walk beside you, Laura Lee, and just closes the door behind him. I just needed a break from Stumbleduck. He won't stop talking about himself. It's been 4 days.
So you
You
know
made
a
the
lot
right
about
call to
him.
walk.
It's yeah, Walken tends to be a little more quiet. It's well, I mean, relatively, and she points up at the roof of the carriage, as I'm assuming Garlic is up there singing or something poorly.
Oh, Garlock now plays the pan flute badly.
Or that.
Badly.
So, okay, that just really sweetens the whole experience then.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, that's
You know his
one way to
grandmother's
put it.
name? Cordelia.
Oh.
Why did he tell me that?
I have no idea, Mars. I'm sorry.
Neither do I.
I mean,
Some people
feel free
just
to
like
walk
to hear
along
themselves
us.
talk, and I point towards the top of the carriage.
In
Zoom, it looked like you were pointing at me, and I thought, like, yeah, that's
best part
accurate.
for me. He actually pointed at me. Oh my god!
Yeah, on
Sorry.
stream,
Oh, no,
I'm
above it too.
on
Perfect.
stream. I'm pointing exactly where I need to.
We have the power. We have the technology.
And
So-
Archie just gonna ask Garlock.
Mhm.
Garlock, do you know the Dwarven King song?
No, but I know this one, and he just starts playing random notes. There is no rhyme, no reason. There's some sharps, some
that.
lows. It's everything. And he's dancing around to it too. He's having a good old
Could
time.
you give me a performance, actually?
You mean that new skill that I'm now proficient in?
I would love
Suddenly.
that. I would love if, like, your just random attempt at music is actually
Hold on.
pretty
10.
good. You know, it ain't bad.
And Archie's just gonna say, okay, follow my lead if you can. Bruno, battle hammer, charging on the field, better wave the banner. And she's just singing the Dwarven King song.
Ours is
I
just
like
jamming
this.
out.
This is
yes.
More of that.
And
He is really giving it his best effort, but it's not coming through.
Gnome peers out of his own little side window. Play "Crying to My Harp," if you will.
He plays one long, high-pitched note.
Nope, that's not it. I'm deducting that from the pay.
Oh man.
Right. You continue on, and on the final day, as you are arriving at the city, which no walls, a lot of buildings, no walls.
Wait,
You see a
The
lot of
buildings?
people as you're coming up on it.
The buildings have walls. You're just
The
saying
buildings
the city
themselves, of
isn't
course,
walls.
have walls.
I was confused. I was so confused.
It's just loose doors.
A lot of buildings, no walls.
No walls. The city itself is not a walled city. Can you imagine though? That could be cool. I mean,
It's been a long
magical
week and
world,
it's
we could do
Wednesday,
it.
so you
Yeah.
know.
I'm gonna write that down though. Yeah. All right.
The city of no walls.
Of only doors.
Bane
empty
to all
plots.
adventurers. It's only doors.
It's all doors and they're all locked pointlessly. Right.
And you know what
but
their
as
favorite band is? The Beatles.
Oh,
Not the doors.
not the doors. I get it. You arrive there, and there is a guard that's just like, sure, there's no walls around the city, but there's a main road going in and out, and there's a few guards there. And as your carriage is moving up through the line, very slow, heavy traffic, but this guard marches up to you. All right, names, registration, what's your business? Where you going? Where you coming from?
Did someone, and I like just over my shoulder, did someone write that number down?
222-3538.
Sure. Is that the right one?
I'm not seeing that anywhere on
Do
the
we get
registration list.
how many chances do we get at this combination lock? And I'd rap on the door like for the gnome.
What? Just throws open the window again. Oh, this. Okay. He scribbles something down on a parchment, shoves it into the face of the guard. Oh, well then, yes, that looks good, but how many of you are there? I see 1 gnome, 2, that's a dragon man, 3, that's a dwarf, 4, that's, I don't know what you are. Pointing at Lauralee. 5, that one's, wait, that's a goblin.
What?
You know, it's 4 people per carriage. I don't think I can let you in.
I
to
hop
me-
off, and so as long as we're not on the carriage, it's fine, and I hop off. I mean, that's what you just
I
said.
don't-
4 people per
I-
carriage.
I-
You didn't say anything about walking next to the
That
carriage.
actually makes sense. Yes.
Everybody off.
Same, yeah.
Yeah. All right, thanks, friend. I'm
know
glad
what?
we're in agreement that it's only 4 people per
Thank
carriage.
you, friend. Bye.
I love
Per
that.
your laws.
Okay, the carriage rolls past, and
Just while he's confused, we just keep going.
Master, yes, Master Stumbleduck looks over at you like, I like your moxie. Very good. That's a pay raise.
Garlic goes, I have no idea what just happened.
Neither does the guard.
Loopholes. Gotta love them.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
If there was a confusion check in D&D, I would have rolled for it.
Confusion check.
The guard
Well,
hurt
confusion.
itself in their confusion. Scornabel, the caravan city, bastion of trade, the stinking armpit of the tradeway and the reaching wood. Volo himself once wrote in his guide to the Sword Coast that this mercantile hub's population swells by 8 times in the summer season, and that half of all the wealth of Faerun passes through this place. It is a society of people coming and going, never lingering, and its buildings reflect this way of life, with few, if any, notable permanent landmarks. Canvas tents and hay bale bedding at every corner and alley support the long-standing tradition of simply sleeping in the streets or among live animals in their paddocks. In lieu of proper market stalls, many vendors appear to operate directly from their wagons, and the humid air is a heady mix of rotten fish coming from the harbor and the clamor of music and monstrous cries in every direction.
If yeah, I can't speak. If they walk by like the stables and there's like everyone working there is sleeping and Garlic's like, I'm gonna fit in here well.
As you see several cozy goblin-sized spots you could snuggle into.
Oh yeah. He's making notes that he won't remember.
The carriage slows to a halt at an intersection, and the carriage driver Schlum hops down and extends the ramp for Bumthadamias again. And sure enough, Master Stumbleduck wheels down the ramp, turns to you and says, well, I have paperwork to do at the office since I have been gone for 2 weeks. Very long. But while I am busy, I suppose you have time until sunset, and then you shall meet me at the warehouse. Here are the directions. And he just provides you with an address for you to follow. Don't worry about making checks for this. Let's not deal with that. It's a big
Sounds
city.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mars.
All right. Well, I'm going to catch the latest news of my favorite jousting team.
As you do.
Of course he's a
Have
joust.
fun
See
with
you.
that, friend.
And Bonfinius rolls off. And what do you do? We have time to see the sights of the city a little bit.
This city has sights?
You can't see it past all
Unfortunate
the
ones for the
doors.
most part.
Before everything, everyone starts heading off. Garlock's gonna like tug on Archie's like side. Just be like, "Hey, this isn't like me not wanting to walk. I'm just having a weird time getting back to this perspective. Can I ride on your shoulders?"
Absolutely,
Aw.
you can.
So Garlock will ride on Archie's shoulders.
Careful with my horns, though.
Oh,
I just mumble to myself, enabler.
What was that?
Shalom, Shalom takes the carriage and drives off. Their part in this complete. A fond farewell wave to Garlock, though.
Okay, does anybody want to eat something that is not only fruits?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Usually.
Let's go to a place where they serve food all the time.
I kind
Sounds
of
like a
want
good
to.
start.
I kind of want to see this building we're supposed to guard first,
Okay.
and
Okay, let's
then
do that.
go eat. So at least we have a topic of conversation about how horrible it's going to be to try to guard this building while we
Alright.
eat.
Okay.
So working lunch, and then we can charge him for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way toward the address given to you, and you see that it looks like it's a 2-story building. It looks like there is a skeleton crew of guards here already, but they
Actual
just
skeletons?
seem.
I was going
No.
to say the same thing.
Well, you know what?
Skeletons
It's
for
D&D.
guards?
It's D&D,
No,
and
it's
I
okay.
like fun things. I'm gonna
Oh, my
roll
God.
a D100 here.
No.
50% chance.
Please.
5%
Fireball.
chance.
Oh, I got a 70.
Okay, so no.
Not actual skeletons. They
Okay.
have skeletons inside of their meat.
That's good to know.
I sure hope so.
So not animated skeletons, no. Just normal
Otherwise-
people with skeletons.
We've got bigger problems.
But it doesn't look like a very stand-out building. It's a large warehouse. Yep. There's no decoration, no
Yeah, I'm just gonna-
no signage.
Do a quick walk around the outside of the place and not just look
Sure.
at the building, but also look at the surrounding buildings and access roads. I just
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
get like standard battle tactics is if this is the fort I have to defend, I want to know how attackers are coming. So I'm just going to case it
One
like
access road. One access road, one front door, one back door. Back door just goes out to an alley that just makes its way around this building and the other adjacent buildings.
that. Okay. Any windows? Or is it just straight warehouse?
Yes, there is one window, and it looks into the corner office where you can see Bonfidemias hard at work at the aforementioned paperwork, just strung all
front of the
over his
building?
desk.
Or the back of the building? I'm assuming front of the building
Um,
because managers don't want to walk that far when they get to work.
Front of the building, left from the front door,
Okay.
corner office.
Window
One
facing out on the street so he can act like a big shot?
Yes, window facing out
Okay.
to the street.
Standard.
You can, if you look inside there to check him out, you can see that he does have a degree framed up on the wall, declaring that he graduated from Moonstone Manse in 1380.
Good
Do
for
I
him. Good one.
have I heard of Moonstone Manse? Do I need to history
Have you?
check that?
History. This is a thing. I didn't make this up.
I'm sure. 15.
I do a lot of homework before these. 15, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm just
Moons-
curious if I should give a about his
Sure.
degree.
Moonstone Manse was bit of a famous wizarding school that was opened up by one Palathian Hawkrin.
So he's a finger wiggler. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It can be assumed.
A finger wiggler.
You know.
A spellcaster.
Yeah, spellcasters.
Garwar's
They do
loving
this.
mention to spellcasters.
They do this, and stuff happens.
Yep.
They use their words too.
Hmm.
Satisfied with your survey?
Considering my background, how I used to be a thief and kind of
Uh-huh.
literally do exactly what he's trying to protect from,
Mhm.
can I see what I would have done or what the people I would have ran with would have done?
Interesting. Okay.
It's almost like this is what I wanted.
What skill do you think would pertain to this?
As far as like straight, like,
It's like an investigation.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like it's a criminal investigation.
Criminal investigation.
or like an based insight.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, so int-based insights. That's going to be a 4, 5, 6. Nope. Intelligence is only a 0, so that's going to be a +3.
+3.
Let me see.
So is that a
No, not good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
4?
So that's a 7
7.
total.
Oh, a 7 total. Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, smash the window with a rock. It's good.
That wasn't the brains.
Take out the
and-
guard and walk in the front door. Probably works.
That I would
Drill
do.
a hole through the ceiling. Maybe. That would take a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be fair, Laura Lee was not the brains in the operation whenever it came to stealing people. That's why she did get caught in the end, but yeah, she didn't gain any insight from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
so this is a big building, right? There's no like signage or graffiti or I don't know, something
Yeah.
like
No. Like if there was any graffiti, then it's been cleaned up. You get the sense that this Bomb-Thadamaya's character just keeps a clean house as much as possible. Things need to be neat and orderly.
that. Okay. Okay.
So as we're doing this, I've basically just pulled out a piece of paper and occasionally marking up with my cartographer's tools a quick map of just a rough battle map of the area so that we can talk about it over lunch. And
All
then
right.
if everybody's happy, then we can head out and grab something to eat.
Sure. Then
Let's go to-
yeah, you head off to lunch. Now there's buildings, there are like taverns and what have you, but it really does seem like the majority of people just sleep in the street.
Mm.
Go read up about Scornabel. People sleep in the street apparently all the time.
It's comfy.
Yeah.
Willingly.
They seem fine with it. And so that also means that there's just a lot of vendors opened in the street to cater to those types. So there's essentially the Forgotten Realms equivalent of food trucks.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. People are out in the streets all the time.
I
They
was
still need
thinking-
food.
I was thinking push carts when I came in because everything's getting
Sure.
sold. That's classic, like huge city push carts, food trucks. You know.
The point is, it's not hard to find food. But what I'm curious is, what are you looking for? Like I said, half of all the wealth of Faerun flows through
Food.
here. It's a lot of trade. So what do you like? What's your character's idea of a good meal?
Turkey legs.
I'm just curious.
What I'm making sure
Turkey
to
legs.
avoid is anything that references Avron and hot dogs. Not going anywhere near those.
Okay.
Garlock goes wherever Archie goes, and will eat whatever he is handed up.
Are you still on?
Oh
on
yeah.
my-
All right, sure. You find a turkey legs vendor, a turkey meat in general. It happens to include turkey legs.
Is
They
there
insist
a-
you take the whole turkey, but up to you.
I can
Is
take
there
the
a-
whole turkey. I'm not gonna take the whole turkey then.
Yeah, you would.
Okay, you purchase
With
a
one
whole
hand.
roasted
A
turkey.
whole one in parentheses one turkey.
One full roasted turkey on a stick.
Yeah, and just kind of open it, rip it open, and give a turkey leg over to. Here you go, Garlock.
Oh, thank you.
Laura,
It's already dead, so sure.
with the whole turkey. Laura Lee, would you like some piece of the turkey?
Uh,
The wings. I don't know.
I'm good. I'm gonna go look for something else. You enjoy that turkey.
Okay.
Random people passing by just like see you holding meat and just like seemingly giving it out to people, so they just start lining up around you.
Okay.
It's a very crowded city, and you appear to be giving out food.
And I start giving turkeys to everybody, I guess. But before
Garlock's even helping out.
I'm keeping my eyes open. I've heard about this franchise and I've seen it in a couple cities, and it's at least somewhat safe. I'm looking for a Yum Yum Hut. Is there like a rolling Yum Yum Hut? Do I need to roll for that?
God. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm looking for something. It's usually this Dragonborn with an aprons outfit. Like they're never Dragonborn's employed, but it looks like that's the mascot, and I'm trying to find one.
Okay, you know what? You find a Num Num Hut, which seems to be like a knockoff that's trying to capitalize on the confusion around the name.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct. This is a Num Num.
I try it. What's the mascot?
It's Nummy.
Like? Hold on. What's the mascot look like? What's
the mascot?
The mascot's a kobold.
Kobold in a chef's outfit?
The mascot is 3 kobolds in a chef's outfit.
It's Human!
Yeah, it's Human!
It's Human!
Yeah.
He franchised!
I'm trying it out. Yeah. Do I need to roll for digestion? Like, do I need to do a constitution check on this place?
I'd love if you gave me a constitution.
It's like, is this a constitution save? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me a constitution saving throw.
I just want to know, I do have advantage against poison. Do I need to roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Everyone listening, this is the joy of Dungeons and Dragons.
It's a 23.
This
That's
little
a 23.
bit. This is all just player made. This is great. 23?
Yeah.
Okay. So with a 23, you put it down, no problems, and honestly, pretty good. A little salty.
I've had worse.
You're not sure what meat this is. Not bad.
I had to deal with Garlock occasionally cooking for 10 days, so this just goes down easy.
Nice.
That checks out.
Yeah, given your prior experiences, this is fine. You're fine.
Your palate has been lowered, and you're welcome.
He did you a service. He opened up a world of culinary possibilities for you that you never before considered. All right, so you have a good meal. And anyone else have anything that they want to do? After this, I think would be a good time for our break.
Just want to point out Laura Lee sought out the best beef and mushroom meat pie that she could possibly find in the city.
Oh, the best.
Yeah, she.
Okay, Laura Lee.
Have you ever had a meal that was the best thing you ever ate, and then you're looking for that again?
Yes.
That was her in Baldur's Gate. The first thing she did when she got to Faerun, she just sat down in a tavern, tired, and they brought out this pie, and she's like, "This is the best thing ever in the world." So she's been chasing that every town she goes.
Chasing the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. You hear by just, bumping elbows, eavesdropping, just little things that you hear. It seems to be that the establishment that serves food that seems to be talked about the most is the Nightshade nightclub.
Ooh. It's got night in it twice. I should go check it out.
So you know it's good.
Yeah.
It's the Nighty Nightclub.
The Nighty Nightclub.
It already, to me, sounds like that place that's delicious after 2 a.m., but not before.
I know it well.
Unfortunately, they're not open until after sunset, since it is a nightclub after all.
Told you.
Biscuits. Yeah. All right. Well, she mentally notes that and thinks if, things are a lull or if they deal with everything and then it's still, open, she'll go check it out.
All right, cool. Okay. Great. Anyone else? Anything you want to check? This is your one chance to check things out in Scornabel before things pop off after the break.
Can I ask one of the people that that came for the turkey. Um, why do you sleep outside, friends?
They tell you that generally they don't really stay long enough. No one stays in Scornabel long enough to warrant getting a room or much less permanent housing. No one really lives in Scornabel, they just pass through it. Or
Oh.
so most folks seem to say. Surely there must be actual people making a life here.
So basically,
But those are not people
Scornabel
sleeping in the streets.
is the Midwest of Faerun. Is that everyone passes
And people
through
just
it, but
pass
no
through.
one. They just assume no one lives there, but lots of
Yeah.
people actually live there.
Why would anyone live here? Yeah.
Lots of
It's
people
It's
live
that
here.
kind of a place.
Stop it.
Laura Lee would go check out to see if there's like a legitimate thieves guild in the area or like of some sort like that. Because if people are stealing things, and they're not part of the guild,
Hmm.
they wouldn't like that either. So I'm just gonna go check it out, see if it's even a thing here. She doesn't know.
Okay. Okay. How about give me intelligence investigation with advantage given your background as a criminal?
Is there a way to do advantage in D&D Beyond, or do you just hit the button twice?
Right click.
Right click.
Right
Right
click
click.
on the plus whatever, and you get to choose advantage or disadvantage.
I'm learning so
And then
much.
you click
On
roll at the
mobile,
bottom.
would that be a long press?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it on
Oh,
mobile.
Don't know.
here we go. 13.
Sorry, everybody.
13. Okay. Well, with a 13, the information that you gather about this town is that, well, it's basically lorded over by merchants. They're not going to suffer a thieves guild to exist in this place.
All right.
It happens. They show up, and then they're dealt with, and then later on another will show up, and then they're dealt with. That being said, you also hear whispers of there being legal crime, let's say, accepted.
Well, yeah, they're
Right,
called
there's-
merchants.
Uh-huh.
And loopholes.
Loopholes, fences for stolen goods, that sort of thing.
Mm.
But no proper thieves guild that you hear of.
All right. Well, it was worth a look.
Hmm. Okay, and so as your individual pursuits come to a close at sunset, you eventually gather at the warehouse, and we will pick up with that after our break.
Yay! We'll be back in like probably 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Pretty
10
much.
minutes
Yeah,
sounds
just
good.
take 10 minutes, folks. So it's roughly
soon.
oh geez, Pacific time, 5:30 Pacific.
Yes,
So
it is.
5:40.
Yeah.
5:40, folks.
5:30.
Yeah.
All right,
All
we'll be
right.
back.
Welcome back, champions, to Storyteller Mars presents One Man's Trash. So, picking up the warehouse. Scornabel never truly sleeps. Its citizens simply take turns keeping it alive and loud. Nonetheless, it is now night, and you are expected to guard this warehouse. It is a large 2-story wooden building filled with a dizzying collection of sealed crates, barrels, and pallets. A catwalk hangs from the ceiling to allow for inventory checks from on high. For his part, Master Stumbleduck has sequestered himself into his corner office on the first floor to do paperwork while burning the midnight oil. He left no specific instructions for your work, believing instead that adventurers function best when they may decide for themselves how to navigate their situation. He trusts in your ability. So, how do you do it? I want to know how each of you is going about guarding the warehouse in your own way.
Garlock has now suddenly decided to be the stealthiest person ever, and by that I mean he's singing his own theme music as he sneaks around in the shadows.
Of course he is.
Okay. Just sneaking around the warehouse, singing.
Legally distinct.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yep.
Imagine, no, never mind. That's a Disney thing. I'm not going to say it.
There you go. But I think he will try to like get up to the catwalks and try to be like sneaky up there. He's like in this high vantage point thing. It's really working for him.
So you're up on the catwalk. Got it. Okay.
Question:
Well,
since we would have discussed this over
Sure.
lunch, a couple things. Do the doors open in or out?
They open in.
In. Okay. On the is the back just like an emergency exit? I assume.
Essentially.
Like a single door. Okay. So the
Yes.
front, I'm assuming, 2 large doors that open in.
Yes, because they do have
'Cause
to
they have
get
to get
some
stuff in and
large
out?
crates and
Okay.
barrels and pallets in and out.
So Gar would have said, I want to build something to just basically barricade the back door that we can slide in front of it. And just
Okay.
effectively lock that access off. And then we just set up and we really only then have to worry about the front unless they somehow pry boards off and climb in from the sides.
Okay.
Right.
There are definitely some loose pallets that you could just
Yeah.
cobble together to make a barricade.
So I'd have done that and then tried to wedge it in under and make sure it's as solid as possible.
It feels solid.
Yeah.
And then where do you take up position?
I mean, after that, then I'm like 20 feet back from the double front doors. Just, I would have found something to sit on, and I've got the shield out and the
Okay.
axe out and
Yeah.
ready for
easily.
trouble to come through the front door.
Just on a crate. Okay. So just watching the front door, just ready to go. All right.
Trying to
Allie
ignore
or
Garlock.
Arcturus? Laura Lee or Arcturus? What are you guys doing?
I would have given, I would have given Gaarawarr Vigilant Blessing, so that way he could have advantage on his initiative in case it so comes to that point.
Hell yeah.
And I would take post up in the catwalk as well, because she's
Okay,
got
so
that
you got
dark
2 in that
vision
one.
up to 300 feet.
All right. Oh,
Love
right.
it.
Yes. When Laura Lee is in play, everyone can see.
Yeah. The downside is that only lasts for an hour, so I gotta pick and choose
Um,
when to do so.
Yeah, because you're presumably guarding it the whole night.
Yeah.
I would have made sure there, like, if there were going to be torches anywhere, they weren't at the front door. So if anybody
Okay.
came in, they're coming in dark, just like, and I've got dark vision, so I don't, I'm good.
Okay.
Mhm. And I just gotta see what exactly the light cantrip
Oh, I have
does.
dark vision too. Cool.
Because how long
Does
does that go?
everybody here have dark vision?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think
He's a
dragons do.
dragonborn.
Okay.
He doesn't have dark vision.
He's a special Dragonborn, though. I wouldn't have been surprised.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I would wait until probably at least an hour in, like when the city starts to kind of calm down after dark.
Okay.
Um,
Calm, but
Hmm.
never quiet. Never
yeah.
quiet.
To give out the eyes of night there for everyone.
Okay. So
At
you're
least
away
it's
that
an hour.
in,
Yeah. And then
and you're up on the catwalk.
is there light in this warehouse, or is it all just kind of just dark?
It's pretty much just dark.
Okay.
And we would have
Yeah,
had...
he wasn't expecting anyone to actually stay like inside. Like if you guys wanted to be outside watching it, that's fine. Inside, that's fine. Up on the roof, that's fine. Whatever you do is up to you. So he didn't like put light sources all over the place for you.
Yeah.
It's your call.
We would have talked with Archie about what Archie can do. We would know like Archie's abilities.
Definitely. You had a week of travel.
Okay.
Archie, what would you have told us about your capabilities?
I can protect a lot of you. But first of all, can I... There's no windows here, right?
There's the one.
Only
that's
the
in
window
room.
of the corner office that Von Thedemias is still working on his paperwork in.
He's
Okay,
he's my alarm in there. I assume he'll scream real freaking loud because he's that kind of guy. If someone comes in that window, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Garlock,
Yeah.
can you come here for a second?"
Yeah, hang on. He's doing a cartwheel for no reason.
Getting down off
And then
the
he
cat.
falls down the stairs and makes every bit of noise as he goes down it.
Oh,
And then you hear, "I'm fine." And then he gets over to him. "Yeah, what's up?"
Okay. So this is something for you, and you see Archie is gonna produce like a tiny baby phoenix on his head.
Oh.
It's a tiny baby phoenix, and it's made out of fire. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, here you go. Hold it in your hands."
Okay. Yeah.
And the
I'm like,
the
that better
tiny
not be a pet. He's not good with pets.
Oh no, it's not the pet. It's not the pet.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Got it. And the
I'm scared of responsibility.
the tiny phoenix is gonna jump around a little bit on your hands, and it's gonna look at you and twirl its head, and then it goes up in flames, and then it melts into your body, and you feel like this tiny warm feeling all over your body, and you smell for a second your favorite hot beverage or hot soup or whatever.
Oh,
For a
split
second.
pea.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Of course.
Not onion.
Interesting.
No,
I
you
thought it
don't.
was
You
onion
don't
soup.
do that to onions. You just eat them. Get out of here! Putting the onions in the soup.
Didn't expect him to have such strong opinions.
So that warm feeling goes over to your body, and that's death ward.
nice.
Garlic goes, "I'm the tiny baby phoenix.
You are a tiny baby phoenix.
Tiny baby phoenix."
So just to get this clear, that means I can kill him once for free, right?
I would appreciate if you don't do that because I can only do that once today.
But that's how it works, right?
I
Just for
guess
future
so.
reference. Okay, thanks.
Yes,
Just in case.
Gaarawarr.
You sound so defeated.
I would have also
Thank
gone
you.
out since it sounds like we're all inside. Oh, Archie, I don't know. Are you staying inside?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am probably standing, in the middle of all you. Well, maybe, in the middle between you folks.
Okay.
So I can protect you. I can use my abilities to protect you all from.
If there weren't already torches out front of this building, out of the front doors, then I would have set torches brightly lit about like
Sure.
5
do that.
feet away so that it's nice and bright and just like that's an opportunity deterrent. No one wants to sneak up on that. But if they do decide to come in the front door, they're going to come into pitch blackness and we're going to be able to see them just fine. So
Okay, that's cool.
Turning the porch light on. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You can see clearly now. The dark.
we leave the light on for you. Legally distinct
Okay.
light
Yes.
on for you.
So someone put in the chat, you put the onion in the soup, the Forgotten Realms legally distinct lime in the coconut. Babylon Ranger put that.
Thank you, Babylon. Okay. All right. So you set yourselves up around the warehouse, taking your positions, making your preparations. We've got 2 on the catwalk. We've got Lauralee just like ready to pop the dark vision for the group after the first hour. Gar set up torches just outside, essentially turning on the porch light, and then just like sitting on a crate, like 20 feet behind the front doors, just waiting. Something goes wrong. And Arcturus, what are you doing again? Like, what position have you taken up in the warehouse?
In the center, around everybody. Yeah, so I can at least be at least 30 feet from
Okay,
everybody.
so essentially you want to be in a spot where you could respond to a situation happening anywhere in the warehouse at about the same speed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Just
question.
As much in the center as you can.
How big is this warehouse, feet-wise? X by X.
Let's say that it is 80-foot radius, 160-foot diameter. It's a big
It's a circle?
warehouse.
It's a round warehouse?
Sure.
Okay.
You know, I
how
was
tall
picturing a
is it?
square, but I like round more.
Well, that's, I mean, otherwise, like, are we talking like 40 feet across, 80 feet across both ways as a square, or
80 feet from the center.
Oh, out to the edge.
Nope, I said 40 feet. 40 feet from the center, 80
Okay.
feet total.
Jesus.
Wow.
We came here to play D&D, not geometry. It's fine. Leave us alone.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for this.
And it's round?
Yes, now it
Okay.
is.
It is now. All right. All right.
How tall is it to the catwalk up top?
Well, so we've got 2 stories, and the catwalk's hanging from the ceiling. So from the floor to the catwalk, let's say 25 feet.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, like, I'm
You
assuming
can survive
some
that fall.
stairs, but then also some lifts and ramps.
Exactly. Stairs,
Various
lifts,
around
and
the place.
ramps.
Okay.
Actually, very accessible.
All right.
Is
I
there
would
a
like
lot
to
of-
make a rope going down from the catwalk so I can just easily
Oh.
Okay.
go down.
And you've
it.
got plenty of time to make sure that you've
Yeah.
got a secure knot. You're not in a hurry.
I got 50 feet of rope. I'm going to do that in 2 different places.
Okay. You definitely can.
Mhm.
All right.
So there's boxes here of
Boxes, crates,
Can I
barrels,
take a
pallets.
peek at any box.
You want to take a peek?
It's always the
Yeah, I
new
just
guy.
want to take a peek. What are we protecting?
It's always
At
the new guy
least
looking in
one
the
of
box.
you. I thought it'd be the
Hey,
criminal
I'm the
background
guest.
character,
I'm the
not Archie.
guy.
She knows better. She knows
Yeah.
you don't look
He
in the
knows.
box.
I lost a
But
hand because of
curiosity's too
this.
strong
Yeah.
for Archie. Oh wow, yeah.
and,
Okay.
and Garlock's not tired yet,
point.
so no
Yeah.
need to look in the box
You're not
yet for a
bored yet.
place to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Are you trying to do this sneakily, Arcturus, or are you just going
like,
for it?
Lift up something and be like, oh, okay. Any box.
Okay.
maybe.
Give me. Let's say stealth.
Oh, hold
A
on.
stealth check? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm with disadvantage because I got armor.
Oops. Hold on, folks. Hold on.
Something's
What's
wrong.
I
Oh, we're ending.
no.
What happened?
Oh, my streaming program decided to freeze, folks. We're gonna be right back. Technical difficulty.
Oh no.
Let me fix it. Because it's
It
not letting me
happens.
do anything. Be right back. Maybe.
I broke the stream.
No, it broke itself.
What
Hold
what
on,
is
hold on,
Streamlabs
hold on.
doing up in here?
I don't.
Good luck.
It's still
I
not
sipped my
closing.
coffee.
Hold on.
Oh my! Everyone's going. Oh, lion for the audio.
And we're back.
Oh, well.
I think.
Oh, don't
Hold
worry
on.
about
Chat, let
Are
us
we
know
back?
when we're back.
Let's say
Let me know.
I'm
Can you
reloading.
hear me?
I,
Am I live?
Oh, I
It's
have
time
an
for
ad.
D&D.
Yeah, an ad.
I'm
Okay,
seeing. Yeah,
yes,
let's
we're
let
live.
An ad
everybody.
is a good sign.
Let's let everybody let the ad roll before we come
Yeah,
back.
25
in.
seconds later.
Hold on. Hold on, folks.
Oh,
Now,
somebody
what's
says
the-
welcome back. All right, we're good.
What's the
We're
most
good.
harrowing thing I can say when
Well,
we're back? Oh, we are back.
okay.
Great.
Yeah, we're
great.
back.
Everything explodes.
folks.
No.
okay, so you said it was a baby owlbear then. There's a baby owlbear inside the box?
No.
Okay, so you pop open the box.
Oh, wait. I got a roll too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to pop open
Yeah.
the box regardless, but you know how stealthily you do depends on the result of this roll. So let's see it.
Oh, that's what I was doing. I was trying to go put the roll up. And it
Oh.
wasn't letting me.
Dang it. I rolled a natural 20 and a 9. Which is
You gotta hate that heavy armor disadvantage on stealth. Okay, well, your armor just kind of gets in the way, just like clunks
Clink, clink.
pretty hard, just bangs up against the crates that you're trying to get around so that you can open this thing up. So, the rest of the team just glance over and take notice. I don't know if you guys care, but everyone else has noticed Arcturus is doing this.
I just sigh.
Yeah. There's an audible sigh from Laura Lee.
Okay.
Garlock does not notice.
All right, well, Archie, you pop open that crate, and when you look inside, you do see just like metal rods. You see unsmelted ore. You see various dried herbs. It really does just look like raw materials, unfinished goods.
Okay.
It's not terribly interesting.
Okay. Nothing that sets off my alarms of demonic stuff.
No, definitely not that.
Okay.
You definitely do not get that sense. Nope, nothing malevolent inside this particular box.
Cool.
There are hundreds of more boxes if you want to pop them all open. Your employer might have something to say about that.
I just lift that particular box open, and I notice. Well, I hear the sigh from both Gaarawarr and Laura Lee, and I'm like, okay, I'll just put it back.
After you do that,
oh, go ahead.
After you do that, Garlock leans down from the catwalk and goes, "I heard a lot of people sighed. What did I do?"
It was me this time. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like having him around. It's not just me anymore. All right.
So about that time, you hear and you look over. Those of you who have the right angle for it, you can see Mars has just stepped out from that corner office. He's got his hand like kind of on the doorknob, like he's going to go back in. I just want to check up on you guys. It's been a couple of hours already. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Great. I know this isn't the most luxurious job, but we do need the money, and it does help us get our name out there. You guys got the easy part. Trust me. He heads back inside. As he opens the door, you hear Bombhead Mize. Where was I? Yes, the humble woodchuck. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Closes the door and continues to entertain the employer for now. Right. So time moves forward. So let's see. About 2.5 hours into guarding the warehouse. Let's see. Laura Lee, you're up on the catwalk looking around. A bird's nest falls at your feet. A panicked bird swoops by your face. Just seems to zip around the warehouse looking for a way out.
I look up.
Yeah, you definitely see like other startled avian creatures just in the rafters, curious about what just happened.
Is the nest like empty, or does it have like eggs in it?
Empty.
Okay, I'm going to cast.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to cast light on the nest,
okay.
And I'm going to chuck it up there to see if shadows can tell me something more than just birds up there. Like if there's someone climbing around up in there.
Hey, that's clever. Okay, you do that, and then give me a perception check, please, as you toss the bird nest up into the rafters.
Ooh, 21.
Hey, pretty good. You know what's fun about the dice roller? I've got it up on the mobile app, and I see the modifier before I see the result of your roll. So it's like I get a little taste of like what's about to hit me. All right, +7 on that. Cool. So 21. When you toss the nest up, and of course that's going to startle some more of the birds, and you see several of them like panic and fly off, and of course they're going to eventually return back to their nest. But while their shadows are flittering around in the light of the nest that you just tossed skyward, you also notice some other shadows that you don't recognize that were there for a moment and then gone.
In the darkness, suddenly there's this bright light from up above. By the way, guys, as I casted light, the cantrip.
That's probably startling to the rest of the team without warning.
And as the nest kind of falls down to the floor again, I'll just kind of cancel the cantrip, so to speak, and I'll just kind of holler out, Guys, we might have something around here. As I now proceed to actively look up and around.
Okay. And when that happens in the burst of light and everyone looks up to see what the heck was that, when after Laura Lee explains and you all go back to your business, hey, Gaarawarr, there was a barrel to your immediate left. When you sit back down after glancing up, that barrel has been nudged about 5 inches to the left.
So, again, this is more just I was super frustrated because, like, we set this up. He didn't say anything about magic people trying to come in or anything otherworldly. And right now, I'm like, oh, if he got us into some stupid magical fight with demons and as I'm mumbling this under my breath, I unconsciously cast Divine Sense.
Divine Sense, okay.
So,
and please inform us.
Celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet, as long as they're not behind total cover, or if it's hallowed, hallow spell, so consecration or desecration in here. I don't know this is happening, but
you don't get a sense of anything.
Anything? Okay.
Yeah, nothing of that sort.
Then I'm just
no
like,
heebie-jeebies.
After I finish muttering under my breath, I'm like, something's not right. Stuff's moving, folks. Keep your eyes open.
Archie, are you still curious about these crates, or have you let it go?
I feel like you want me to be curious about this.
No, it's up to you. I can work either way.
But it's working, though. I open another box.
Okay. You go to open another box, and
wait.
This one's...
Before that, I'm going to cast, as a ritual, while I was alone...
Because it has been like 2.5 hours.
Detect
You've had time. Sorry, what was that? What were you casting?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Detect Magic? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I need to review Detect Magic.
I mean, Gaarawarr lights up. I'm assuming, the rest of your party members light up like little Christmas trees.
Everybody's yeah, I guess.
Okay, so within 30 feet of you, you can detect the presence of magic.
Yes.
Yeah, for concentration up to 10 minutes. Sure.
I can see a faint aura of any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And I learned the School of Magic, if any.
There's at least a dozen sources within 30 feet of you.
Other than my teammates?
Yep.
And
Random crates and barrels seem to be radiating magic. Not all of them, some of them. And also something moving behind one of the walls of crates near you.
Okay. I should have done this earlier. Dang it. Okay. So Archie's just going to go, we're surrounded. They're in the barrels. They're everywhere.
At that, I stand up and I smack that barrel that moved with my axe as hard as I
can. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, yeah, give me a damage roll. I mean, you can roll the attack to see if you crit, but yeah, right. You're gonna smack that barrel.
26. That was a natural 20, by the way.
A natural 20. We're surrounded. They're everywhere.
That's the deadest barrel that's ever existed. Barrels around Donkey Kong have died less worse deaths.
So like you break the iron ring that's binding the top of the barrel, and all of the individual like bent planks of wood just burst out in like a perfect flower bloom out from it. And you see what appears to be a goblin just looking up at you, wide-eyed. It's not expressing like any emotion. It just has very wide eyes, and it looks up at you, very startled. Please roll initiative.
Ah.
You got advantage, Gaarawarr.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
It's true. All right, here we go. Come on, be nice to me. Be nice to me.
Laura Lee with a 19.
God, I said be nice.
Carlock with an 8.
I've rolled double
Well, it could
digits.
be worse. It could be me.
Actually, no, I haven't rolled double digits.
Archie's got an 8. Hold on, mine's coming in.
A 9. It's a,
Oh, isn't it? Okay.
yeah, it's +1.
15.
Okay, so it sounds like
Laura Lee goes
is
first.
that Laura Lee, Gaarawarr, and then
Archie. And then Archie and then Carlock.
looks like that'll be Archie rolled without a bonus.
Yeah. He's
I
got
rolled a
9.
8 and I got +1.
Right. All right. So start us off then, Laura Lee.
All right.
You heard a barrel explode near Gaarawarr's position. When you look over, there is a goblin where a barrel once was.
And not this
Um,
goblin.
Different
Yeah.
goblin.
At this point, I'm gonna kind of choose the pinpoint middle of the room,
Okay.
and I'm talking like middle too. So like about like pretty much my level, but just middle
Sure.
of the area, so to speak.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast daylight in that spot.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So 60-foot radius sphere of
This
light.
room lights up. Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we have worked together as a group, and she yells out, "Let there
Definitely.
be light" or something first, like some kind of keyword, so we all know to close our eyes for a half a second before she lights
Oh,
the
yeah.
bomb
Nice. I
off.
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
So we're not
100%.
blinded by it. Yeah.
I like that you essentially turned this place into a planetarium. Like it's already a round dome kind of thing.
That's really cool.
It's
That's
like a huge
very
silo,
clever.
is what I'm thinking, like an enormous
Yeah.
silo, but it's
Yeah.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, Laura Lee just hand reached out towards the center, and
Mhm.
she closes her eyes as she says, "Lighten the place up," as she casts it out, and daylight just pretty much just encompasses the whole area, as it's 60 feet of regular light and then dim light for an additional 60 feet. So there's literally no darkness.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess there goes any chance of shadows as well.
There'll be some cast by where the point of light is compared to
Uh-huh.
the barrels in the crates.
Let's
But it's
just
pretty
say
lit. This
your-
place is pretty lit.
Your daylight bloom
Oh, yeah.
reveals many more goblin shadows throughout the warehouse.
Garlock.
Mhm. And I'm
Okay,
going
anything else,
to
Lily?
can I take a look around to see if there's goblins up in my level?
Yes, there was. This is great. There's one that was just sneaking up behind you. When you turn around, it's just standing there, stock still, no expression.
All right.
Awkward.
Then, because I'm trying to see what I can do here. Oh, I wish I did that the other way around then. Oh well.
All right, let's move on to Gaarawarr.
Mhm.
It's a goblin right next to you.
Yeah, I hit him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you,
I
could you
mean-
describe your attack?
I mean,
Depending on how
it's
it
a
goes.
natural 20. I pull back and I hit it.
Gosh.
I hit it just like
That's
I
a
hit the
nat 20,
barrel.
folks.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
yeah.
it's like I'm
You know,
not.
it worked so
I've
well
been
the
sitting
first time.
on my butt for 2.5
Yep.
hours and I'm bored.
You've been charging
So
up your
yeah,
super
first off, it
attacks.
was a like barrel, great. Goblin, it's my night.
Better.
Let's see what's inside
Oh
this
my
now.
gosh.
That's 10 damage. That's slashing damage.
Okay. Okay.
How's he?
yeah.
I mean, does he
10
explode like the
damage.
barrel, or
Would you again, please describe your attack for me? Put some flavor on that.
I mean, Gar's Gar is fully armored metal plate. There isn't
Mhm.
chain in places or anything. Like it's
Mhm.
just plates of metal, huge shield that's
Mhm.
almost as tall as he is, and it's round, so he can kind of duck down behind it fully. You know, for when dragons breathe fire at you. And then it's a huge battle axe, and just swinging again, almost like teeing off. It's a little shorter than him, so he gets to swing down a little bit and just, right across.
Where are you aiming?
Slashy. Oh, you always aim for the meaty bits. So right
Always
in the middle
aim
of the belly.
for the meaty bits. Middle of the belly.
It's easier to hit.
Okay. So
unless it's a big
your
target,
axe-
and then you go for the ankle or the knees.
Nope.
Yeah.
Normal size for goblin. Your axe bites into the torso of the goblin. The torso goes sailing away in an arc, and as it sails through the air, it turns to dust. Utterly. Its head, however, simply tumbles in the air after the body is knocked away, and as the head falls to the ground at your feet, it explodes into a ball of flame.
And at this, I just arch back like this and yell out as loud as I can, which I'm not going to do because we'll blow out the mic.
Thank you.
Finger twiddlers! Because there's some
Gaarawarr,
finger
please give
twiddler.
me a
day.
dexterity saving throw.
What am I doing?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the goblin's head exploded.
Just remember, Gar, I'm still here and I can give you.
Yeah.
Looks like that's an 8.
Yeah, I'm trying
All
to
right,
think.
so
do I have anything about that right now? I don't think I do.
Gaarawarr,
'Cause I got
you
the-
are.
Do you have Shield
my
Master?
friend.
hold on, I do. I think.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me checking.
Oh, but I
checking.
think that's only if you fully
It
if
might
you
be
make
if I
the save.
succeeded. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's if you make the save.
Yeah. Hold on. We're almost there. I've got so many things now on my sheet, folks. I apologize.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't swap it over. I'm still at. He was meant to get shield. No, I'm fine. Yeah, nope. I have heavy armor master. I forgot to swap my feats.
Okay, so 8 total for the dexterity saving throw.
What? Yeah. What kind of damage am I taking?
Great. Oh, nothing. But you are covered head to toe in some kind of orange sticky fluid that ignites. Gaarawarr, you are on fire.
Oh no, dwarf on fire!
Everyone else, of course, you heard the explosion.
Am I the on fire that I have to? I mean, I'm inside plate armor. Am I the on fire that I'm going to have to like put it out or take damage, or am I the on fire where you can light something on fire and be fine?
No, you're engulfed in flames.
So I'm going to take damage if I don't put it out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Bummer.
Think napalm.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
so
want to think.
Gaarawarr's covered in basically
I don't
napalm,
want to.
and he has been ignited. Now I believe we are down to Arcturus.
Yeah.
Archie.
Okay, so Archie is just gonna be, well, he's gonna move so he can get maybe at least 30 feet from everybody, and he's gonna tap his shield and like Phoenix protect us, and it's gonna light up, and he's gonna grab it with both hands, and he's gonna slam it in the floor, and you see like this big explosion, radiant explosion that surrounds everybody, and then it implodes into me, and my armor just kind of looks like it's all like it has its own fiery glow, if you will. And I'm gonna do the explosion of life.
Okay.
That's my channel divinity thing.
Ooh.
Okay, so everybody will get, where's that? As an action, I present my holy symbol, and when within a 30-foot radius, it's filled with bright light, but we're already in bright light. The sphere moves with you, and it lasts for 1 minute until you are incapacitated. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you get 1d8 of temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, what's our D8?
Or
So
resistant
even more
to...
temp HP in this party.
Oh wait, it says 1d8 temporary hit points or resistant to fire damage. And that's my choice. And I
Don't say.
choose resistant to fire damage.
Yeah.
There it is.
Cheers, Robo.
There it is.
Great.
Well done.
Good stuff. And I am trivialized once again.
Yep.
I love it.
All right.
So I would
And
tell
as-
when this happens that suddenly the flames aren't biting as hard as they normally would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that it
You go
doesn't
from
hurt that much.
to
Huh.
Hmm.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast a level 3 spiritual weapon,
Ooh.
All right.
and
What's your
it's gonna
spiritual
look
weapon
like,
look like?
it's an acorn.
Really?
It's an
Yep.
acorn.
Interesting.
Yep, it's an acorn.
I was not expecting that.
I love that.
That's cool. A big acorn? A normal size acorn?
It's a
A flaming
I don't
acorn.
know. Yeah, it's
Flaming
a
acorn?
big acorn, pretty much.
Big acorn.
And it just hits people.
Yeah, it hits people really
Ramming
hard.
speed.
Just bonk them with a big nut. Cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna point that at one of the spots that was glowing with detect magic thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit that.
Sure. All right. Your spiritual weapon. Go and roll the damage.
Sure. Scan in there. Okay. So that's 19
Ooh.
That 19 to hit or 19 damage?
to hit.
To hit? Yeah, well, it's a barrel. You hit.
Okay. Is there something in it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's another goblin. And as the wood falls away from it, and like there's maybe some sawdust and wood shavings that just fall out that was stuffing the barrel, the goblin is already holding like several pieces of just junk that it was presumably going to steal.
Okay. Well, now it gets 11 points of force damage.
Okay. And that goblin's body disintegrates and its head explodes into fire.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I
And
don't
that's,
like it. I don't like this.
and that's my
Which
turn.
I should point out, again, the wood shavings. That's a fire hazard, man.
Lot of boxes.
There's a lot of boxes in here too. Just as a by the way. Okay,
Oh.
Garlock.
BT dubs.
Want to solve the fire with more fire, buddy?
Are there any goblins near Garlock?
Ooh, let's see. You still on the catwalk?
Yeah.
Well, there was the one that you see that was sneaking up on Morley. She seems to be aware of it, as you are now as well. Looking below, you can also just plainly see, like, oh, yep, you can count. Wait, how high can you count?
9.
You see 9.
Okay. Everything after 9 just perplexes him. Are they like heading for Archie or Gaarawarr?
Well, as they have all been caught in the act, essentially, they all seem to just be carrying things, and they seem to be looking in the direction of just the most recent explosion.
Okay.
It's very distracting, after all.
Also, like, I can I do any kind of check to see if I can tell what is up with these goblins? Because obviously, Garlock knows that his previous Garlock or goblin friends did not explode, or their heads, So like, can you do like any kind of perception check to see if like they have like some kind of like goblin symbol on them or anything?
I want to let you roll perception with advantage, as you are a goblin. You should know how goblins is.
+0.
Because all goblins know all goblins, right?
Well, he should at least
I rolled
know his
2
own
6s.
physiology.
There we go.
I rolled 2 6s.
Okay.
My
Any
soul.
pluses on that, or is that a
No.
total 6? No, just a plain old
That's
6.
Yeah.
All right. Garlock, you've been around the block a bit, and sure, you haven't met any goblins with exploding heads and disintegrating bodies until maybe now. Maybe your worldview just grew a little bit. As far as you know,
Maybe-
yep, these are
Maybe goblin
these
heads
could
do
definitely
that.
goblins.
Garlock is torn because these are other goblins, and he likes to believe that he's not the only goblin that's not, a jerk. However, these goblins seem to be trying to kill his friends, and that kind of takes priority. So he is going to firebolt the one that is near Lorelei.
I'll tell you this if it makes you feel any better. Garlock, one thing you do recognize, there's no blood
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
or meat of any kind, organs, nothing.
All right.
Just the body's
This-
dust and the
this
head
just
is
ain't
floating.
right. This just ain't
All right.
right.
It ain't right.
Here we go. We're gonna do firebolt. Please let me roll something in the double digits. I'll even take a 10, sir. Hey,
What do we
dirty
got?
20.
Hey, that's definitely gonna strike.
Nice.
All right.
All right, what do you got for me?
And then we got 12 points of fire damage on them.
Okay. Yeah, that
Roll
works.
2d10.
I just want to point out, because I had tilted my head back and yelled finger twiddlers, and as I'm doing this, I'm watching Garlock fireball some, and I'm just all like, wooden building.
It's almost like you signaled the finger twiddlers to do the finger twiddling.
Yeah, well, that's not what I was trying to do, but now I'm yelling wooden building because
Oh, okay. Garlock thought as far as someone's trying to hurt my friends. That's where the thoughts stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Does
I
not
love
go
his
past there.
priorities.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. He has a lot of love in his heart and fire.
And a lot of
and
nothing in
then
his head. And it's just
and then as a come on now. Actually, the problem for Garlock is there's too much in his head and it's all nonsense. It's all the songs that he's trying to write. I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Lorelei, and Garlock saying, "You got this, friend. I believe in you."
She shouts thanks in Goblin Adam.
You have a D6 that you can add to a roll or check or something.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you, Garlock.
Yeah.
And let's see. Last on the list here. Oh, it's me. Me though. It me.
Okay, I was just like, there's no way I rolled higher than them, but okay.
I got a 3. It wasn't good. All right. So the goblins all just scramble. They have already grabbed what they can. The ones that are still empty-handed grab what they can. Lorelei, the one that was on the catwalk with you, that one just plummets, grabs what it can, runs. They all seem to be running in the same direction. Since you're still on the catwalk, you can just look down. They're not trying to hide what they're doing, but they plainly just are running directly toward one of the wooden pallets. The first one that gets there grabs it, throws it aside, revealing a trapdoor. The second one there opens the trapdoor, and the rest just start funneling through. And we're back to the top with Lorelei.
I am gonna activate my channel divinity,
Mhm.
Twilight Sanctuary. And the beautiful thing about Twilight Sanctuary is that a sphere of twilight emanates from you, and it's filled with dim light. So
Okay.
now that this moving sphere that stays on me is filled with dim light. And by the way, since I'm using my channel divinity, pretty much the eyes go pure black, and from the daylight spell, you see the shadows of what looks like very torn and just dilapidated wings that are behind her,
That's cool.
but very much featherless, as it's just very not pretty to look upon. She's kind of scary a little bit. But then she holds up her hand with the symbol of Helm upon it, and she calls upon him as she then activates her Steps of Night ability. And as a bonus action, when I'm in dim light, which I now am, I'm giving myself flying speed. So as she holds up her hand and calls upon Helm, her hand briefly glows, and behind her, almost her gauntlet, the same metallic texture seems to go into her wings as she now can fly directly towards those goblins.
Well, that's effective. Okay. And is that what you're doing then? Going just straight at them?
Yep. And I got 30 feet around me if you want to get near, guys.
Are you telling us what's going on, Miss Eyes in the Sky?
Yeah. As I'm calling upon help, and I'm pretty much as I start to hop off the catwalk, I say, pretty much shout out, "There's a trap door. They're running into it. I'm going to try to cut them off." As I then just fly down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm perceptionally disadvantaged, being about just a head taller than the crates around me. So.
So Orderly just buzzes straight down at the goblins.
Yeah.
So
and
pretty much
you can definitely make it there.
Yeah, I
with
want
the
to be, if not in the trap hole, trap door, but like definitely literally in the way from.
Yeah,
more
you can
leaving.
occupy it. So you can make it like two being basically in the opening for the trap door.
I would like to do that.
Okay, you occupy that space,
At least
effectively
get,
cutting off their escape.
At least get opportunity attacks as they try to run in.
Yeah.
The ones that have already gone through are, of course, still on their way. But the ones that haven't made it yet, you are now blocking with your own body. Gar, we're down to you.
Shield up.
Shield up.
How far away did I see her dive?
She had to go her full 30 feet to get to it from the
Right, but
padlock.
how far away from me is where because she was coming down from above.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
the way I'm picturing it is that like the labyrinth of crates and barrels here, if you just make like a beeline straight for it, you could get there with your movement, even if it's just 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, I only get 25. I'm short. So
yeah.
I'm gonna head that direction and
okay.
Smack whatever I come upon.
Okay. Yeah, the first goblin that you come upon would be the one that is holding the trapdoor open.
Can I? Oh, well, she's kind of in the hole, and I don't want him dropping the door on her.
It's it's held back far enough away that if it let go, it would just slap to the floor.
All right, how many of them are still up that aren't holding the door, that are like running in at this moment?
There's 3 more that have not yet gone in the hole.
I'm going to aim for the one in the middle, hoping that this goo and explosion crap that happens works on their friends too.
Okay.
So I'm swinging for the middle.
Sure. Okay. Oh, and that reminds me, as it is the start of your turn, you are on fire. I gotta hurt you.
Yeah, but I take half damage.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna take half damage. So please take 1 fire damage.
Ow.
The heat is ramping up, folks. The heat is ramping up. All right. 21 to hit.
Oh, yes. Easily.
That time it's 7 damage.
Okay. That goblin's body disintegrates and its head explodes. Engulfing the 2 near it, also in flames.
Nice.
They are now on fire.
Excellent.
And is that it for you?
Yeah, because I don't know exactly what's going on, so I'm not going all in on just these one-hit wonders. So
okay,
yeah, I'm just kind of standing menacingly, waiting for them to try and run away.
He's just standing there menacingly.
I mean, I'm a heavily armored dwarf on fire, killing all their friends with 1 hit.
It is menacing.
It feels menacing.
So, in a literal sense.
You are ending your turn within my radius there, so you are going to get some temp HP.
Okay.
Oh, good.
It's going to be 5 plus 7, so 12.
12. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Every game I say I gotta up my damage, and then I never do. So,
folks, if you've never joined us, traditionally, I usually almost die in the first round of combat, and then I end up with more health than I started with by the end. So,
gonna get you.
One day it's gonna work the other way around.
Gonna get you, Archie.
So I run towards where I heard. And I just how many goblins can I see if I run that?
So there was the one that moved the pallet, the one that's holding the trapdoor. There were 3 standing by the trapdoor. One of those is gone now, and the other 2 of those are on fire.
Okay.
So there's currently 4 goblins, 2 of which are on fire.
So with my bonus action, I'm gonna move my acorn, and it's holding the door open. So and hopefully that closes on them. And that's gonna be. Come on. Okay, 18 to hit.
18. That's gonna hit.
Okay.
And the damage.
And damage is gonna be. Oh, come on. That's 10.
10 total.
10 force damage.
Yep, that goblin explodes. Well, body disintegrates, head explodes. Very important distinction.
Okay.
It does not take much, as you have learned.
Does it close the door on them, or?
Yes, with the goblin's body disintegrating, thus its arm would disintegrate, thus it's not holding the door anymore, so the door would just fall.
Yeah, that would make sense. And I'm just gonna yell at them, "Hey, where are you going?" And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. What language was that in?
Oh, that's common.
Just common? Okay. That's your
Wait.
turn. And
wait, can I, with my action, since I didn't use my action, I'm gonna point at them, and via my psionic mind, I'm gonna use telepathy to communicate with them.
Psychic Dragonborn, folks. This one's got telepathy.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you say using your telepathy at the goblins? Again, two of which are on fire currently. One is still fine.
Yeah, and it's like, you shouldn't do that. We can stay here and talk, and you don't have to explode into fire, I guess.
Okay. The two that are on fire are very much distracted to react to that. But the one that's just standing there, having moved the wooden pallet, does look directly at you and kind of tilts its head, puzzled.
Doesn't understand me. Okay. Fair. That's gonna be
Gaarawarr.
my turn.
Gaarawarr.
Are you muted?
I was
Yep.
muted.
There you
I'm a real streamer now.
I thought Gaarawarr was thinking.
Yeah. How many are left now?
Loading. There is one not on fire, puzzled by Archie's attempt at telepathic communication. Two that are on fire, and that's it.
Okay, well, I haven't done anything with that yet, so let's do that. I'm gonna hit both of them with magic missile.
Okay. The ones that are on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many is it? It's 3 at first
Oh, you have
level?
3 missiles?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, you get 3 glowing missiles that dart out. So I'll hit
Nice.
one of them twice and one of them once.
Okay.
All right, so the first one.
It's hard to imagine this not going well for you.
Well, so far. So the first one is going to. Yeah, first one's going to take 7 points force damage.
Okay.
And then so the first one just takes 2 points. Or the other one takes 2 points.
Okay. The first one, body disintegrates, head explodes, fire. So the second one is more on fire now. But the second one survived the missile strike.
I rolled a
You
1.
blew an arm off of it, but it's otherwise standing there.
It's about to burn on its turn, though.
The arm that goes sailing off of it lands in a clank.
No.
Not the sound you were expecting.
What is going on here? All right.
And that is right here after Gaarawarr. The door to the corner office suddenly gets thrown open. Being 12 seconds into the battle is enough time for the people in there to finally react to all this. Mars and Bompedemias are there, and in unison, what is going on?
Good
We heard
question.
explosions.
Goblins!
Mars sees everything on fire. What did you do?
This is us protecting. Put it out.
Is it?
Wasn't us.
Wiggle the
Exploding.
fingers.
Exploding.
Okay, whatever's going on, just do it. I'll deal with the fire. Oh my gosh, I've got to
That's
get
what
better
I
at leading
said
this
to
team. All right. So Bonfidemias is just panicking, just a rising in the back of his throat. And it is down to the goblins. The one that is on fire but survived the missile strike takes minimum damage, doesn't even matter from the fire, and that is enough for its body to disintegrate and its head explode. It had 1 HP.
Yeah.
The remaining goblin, the only remaining goblin that's just standing there, it just kind of lets go of the pallet and stands up straight. And it's not sure what to do with itself right now. And
404, goblin not found.
Uh-huh. This goblin sees that its exit is blocked. Everything else is destroyed. So it's going to stand there, unsure of what to do. And effectively, you are out of initiative unless you choose to still be in it. How do you deal with this situation? The others are escaping down through wherever that trapdoor goes.
I think Garlock's going to look at the dude whose name he'll never remember, even if it's written down in front of his face. He's gonna go, "Why do you have Goblin Door? That's not what you should have if you don't want things stolen. We steal things all the time."
It's a cellar. It's a cellar. It's a cellar. And
We
buildings
weren't
have
told-
cellars.
Why do you keep
We weren't
goblins
told
in
there
the
was a
cellar?
I didn't think it mattered.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Look,
turn
we
to
all
the
make mistakes.
I'm gonna turn to the goblin, and I'm gonna walk closer to it, just slowly, still on
Just
fire,
looks up at you.
still on
Without
fire,
fear.
and I'm gonna
Mhm.
look down at it, and I'm gonna go in goblin. I'm gonna go, "What are you?"
Okay, so you are like really actively checking it out now instead of just violently swinging at it.
Well,
It does not
so
take
far.
much. It does not take much peering at the creature here for you to observe that its head is like painted ceramic. Just looks like a goblin face.
So I turn. I'm like, "They're not goblins. They're some kind of magical construct. Stupid finger twiddlers." And I turn around. And
Its stomach is blinking.
and I turn around and I walk away.
Okay.
They're
Gaarawarr
constructs.
walks away.
And I'm just slowly patting. I hang the axe down, but then I pat my burning hand against my burning body, and I just kind of start trying to like see if I can pat myself out. Yeah.
You can, as an action, you can put out the fire.
With my
You're fine.
detect magic,
Mhm.
can I find what kind of school that they are, the goblins are?
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
I think it's the closest that applies here.
That narrows it down. Okay, then Archie's just gonna walk up to Gaarawarr and be, "Hello, I can help you with that, but I would need to touch you. Would you consent to that?" And Archie's hand just lights up on fire.
With what?
Oh, this is not gonna hurt you.
No, but
It's
didn't
the
I put myself
absolute
out?
Opposite of it. Oh, well, it's healing.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks, though. I literally ended up with
what's-
11 more
what's-
HP than I started the fight with. So
What's going on with that one there? Gaarawarr, did you talk to it? What?
it's just a thing that moves around. I don't know that it communicates.
Casually turns
doesn't-
around, picks up a piece of junk,
Doesn't
from
have a mouth.
crate, turns back around, walks up to the trap door.
She's still
It's trying to
standing
move
in there.
past
Yeah.
you very casually, Lauralee.
I'm just gonna put a hand on it and just be like, wait.
She's just kind of mom
It's
arming it.
its its whole torso like leans back so that it's like it's almost like its chest is pointed at your face instead of its head, and you see its chest blinking at you, and you hear it say "Gip Gop."
Is it wearing anything like clothing or?
Well, it looks like its torso's covered in paint, not clothing.
I just kind of cock head at it and be like, glip glop. I think this thing's trying to talk.
It like nudges against you again, trying to get through the trapdoor.
Maybe we should just follow that.
That's not a bad idea.
Anyone have any rope? Mine's up there.
There's got to be a ladder if that's a cellar.
And, no, not for getting down.
Oh, to tie around. Oh yeah, we've all got rope.
Yeah, like a leash.
I don't. I lit mine on fire.
Proceeding to just still holding a hand upon it, I asked someone to tie him up so we can pretty much have like a leash up on this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and while they're doing that, I'm gonna go up to Bumble, whatever, and be like,
Bumble.
Okay. Stumbleduck.
Yes.
Is there someone
Master
around here?
Stumbleduck.
I'm like, Bumbleduck. Is there someone in town that you know of that makes constructs or clockwork things?
No.
No.
No, I don't know why any of this is happening.
Okay. Second question. Why didn't you tell us you had a cellar?
I didn't. It's decommissioned. We keep it covered up for a reason. There's nothing down there. It's useless.
Well, apparently you were wrong.
Apparently. I'll accept that.
I'll think of the third one later, and I turn around and I walk off.
This is even worse than when my father crashed his carriage. Gorgon Model S. Oh, it's so beautiful. Gone so tragically.
Tell Mars about it as I hop down into the...
You just hear Mars, no! Please!
And that's when I glance around. Did Mars put the fire out, the rest of the fire?
He's working on it. He's using
working.
every spell slot he has on Create Water.
I'm just like, you got this, Mars? Okay.
I am trying to.
And I don't
chase
even...
off after those?
I'm
I'll
still
deal with
walking
this
away.
mess.
I wasn't stopping to help. I'm just like, you got this? All right.
I guess.
And then I'm just going to jump down the hole. Well,
Right.
I'm going to climb down the hole because I don't know how deep it is. But
Yeah, it's 10 feet.
Yeah.
It's fine.
so we're going down into the... We're going down.
I'll go
into
that too. Yeah.
into the whatever this
Okay.
is. I don't know how you decommission a cellar, but
Lorelei, are you still
This guy.
You tied up the goblin
Yeah,
in such a way that it's prevented from walking?
No, I kind of tied him up kind of like... This could be a weird description, but like, you know, the baby holders that go in the front, how like it's like legs and arms are free, but it's completely tied up, so that way
Yes.
I'm baby leashing it.
So, fun
Okay.
fact, Garlock sees that and goes, I did that once. That's how my friends did that to me the first day we met.
That's so cute. I love it.
makes sense.
She shrugs and says,
Okay.
"It's effective, yeah." As a she
Oh
lets
yeah,
it
I didn't
walk,
go anywhere.
but holding the leash.
The construct goblinoid, a robo-goblin, if you will, appears to be fine with this.
How dare you?
No.
It was so hard
Oh
waiting
my
almost this
God.
entire section to
Oh
drop
my
that.
God.
I can't
How
believe you
dare
didn't
you,
beat
sir.
me to that
Bye.
revelation.
I'll see
It
you
was
later.
right there.
He's leaving.
Wait, come back! We love you.
Appropriate.
It's because we love you.
Appropriate. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Right.
That was good.
As so,
Oh boy.
thank you. Yeah. When I stumbled upon this in design, I thought, well, I have to do this. I could not let this thought go. Right. Saw an opportunity, I took it. So you tie up the Robogoblin and strap it to your chest, like frontward facing, back.
No, he's the little dude is pretty much in a harness, but he's got free movement. He's got arms.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I thought you were doing the baby
Okay.
Bjorn.
No, he's
Yeah,
got,
that's
Oh, okay.
he's the toddler on a leash at Disneyland.
toddler.
That's-
Okay,
Oh.
so we've got a toddler Robogoblin on a leash. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Aw.
Do you let it actually go down the trapdoor now?
Oh,
'Cause
I'm
the others
going
seem
down
to be going
first,
down.
and
Okay.
then I'm gonna let it do its thing.
Great. Yeah. It's carrying just some random junk. You know what? Let's see. It's carrying, because that'll be fun. What's it got? It's got, whoop. Wow, 98, really? Okay. Sure. And give me another one, just because. Come on, quit rolling. 52. Okay, so it is carrying a cauldron full of what appears to be commemorative bricks. Utterly uninteresting.
Oh no, Garlock's massively interested in it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I am not your characters. You decide what's interesting to you. I think it's boring.
Oh, yeah.
So it's holding a cauldron of commemorative bricks, like it's the most precious treasure. And it just goes down the trapdoor and starts stubbornly walking forward to the end of its leash and then tries to pull you along, Laura Lee.
Yeah, I'm just holding it, calmly walking forward as the rest of us keep going forward.
Fantastic. It leads you through the cellar to eventually you get to a corner of the cellar, and there's like just a canvas tarts that are just laid over piles of junk. It pushes those aside, revealing a large hole, just tunnel, very, very crude, that just seems to burrow straight through here. And there's a horrible smell wafting up through this.
Well, there's your problem.
I mean, look, I showered before we came, so
I didn't.
there you go. So they're on brand, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the goblins themselves also smell terrible. I should have mentioned that perhaps earlier. Maybe you assumed it. I don't know.
I didn't smell much
Worse
except
than
burning, so
Yes, you smell burning. Well, the Robogoblin is attempting to clamber through that hole. Do you let it?
I mean, how big is the hole again?
You could fit if you squeezed.
No.
Oh man.
We're not letting it climb through this hole. Do we have a way to make this bigger, folks?
You could.
I don't have
mean,
trouble.
I can think of
Pulled
at
the
least one
robot
person in
back.
the party that can maybe shift some stone around in
Hmm.
this hole.
Is it mud or okay? Yeah.
Mud and stonework.
I mean,
You
can you
could
do
chip away
that
at it.
stone thingy again, Archie? Maybe shift some of the rocks out of this so we can more
Nope,
easily
I
chip
cannot
through
do
the
that
dirt.
today.
Hmm.
I cannot do that today.
Okay.
Again, because I already gave that power to Garlock.
All right, that's fine. Then I'm just going to start trying to chip away at it with a miner's sensibility.
Well, is the goblin, is Robogoblin already making its way through there?
No, she's
It's
got it on a
attempting
leash.
to,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
if
holding
it's
him.
allowed.
I'm holding him back.
It's currently a freak on a leash, and that's where it's going to stay.
So I was gonna say
It-
Garlock
it
can
just keeps
follow him if
stepping
need be.
forward stubbornly, like, come on, let me go.
Yeah, so pull it back, and then I'm gonna try to, not with my battle axe, but with my hand axe at my side. I'm gonna just start kind of minor sensibility, just chipping away at the things that aren't gonna make this collapse on us and make it a bit
Okay.
bigger.
And as a few minutes pass by, you're eventually able to chip away at this enough that you could all fit through relatively comfortably.
Right.
Okay. And as you pass through the tunnel here, you see that it does not take long for it to connect to the city's sewer system.
The
Shocked
stench.
face right here, folks.
You see a trail of random junk heading off in a direction away from where you are. And I believe that is where we will pick up next time.
Oh, cliffhanger.
By the way, there's a next time.
A real cliffhanger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
technical cliffhanger.
An actual cliffhanger. Where does it go?
Oh.
What is the purpose of these goblins? These robo-goblins, if you will. Why are they stealing all of this junk? Is it only the one target? Are there more? Where are they going? What are they using the things for that they've stolen? Find out all this and more next time on Storyteller Mars presents One Man's Trash.
Yeah.
Yay.
I really wanted you to say, there's something on the wing. Some Robogoblin.
On the wing. Thank you all so much for being here with us, bearing witness to the adventure thus far. This is part 1. We have a part 2 next week.
Yeah.
So tune in for that.
And we've got about 10 minutes to stretch because we're going to be rating our good friend the Bard himself, Jason Charles Miller.
Hey.
Live here
I
shortly.
know he was doing that tonight.
So does everybody want to slowly talk about what they do and what's coming up next for each of you?
I
think Treavor, you should start with what you're about to do. I think for those who joined us late.
And if we still have time, Trevor can just keep talking about everything else he does.
I'll list off all of my podcasts. That'll take up 10 minutes.
What got announced today, Trevor?
I am the new community manager for Idle Champions. So where there is community, there will be me.
It will be managed.
It will
Mark
be
my
managed.
words.
Yes.
He's got his map ready, and he's going to be like community managed.
And it's just like all the web addresses for like Reddit and Discord and everything. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that. So I hope you all like me because I'm gonna be around. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you.
Lauren in chat says, "Oh, Trevor, I have lists."
Oh, I'm sure. Part of the interviewing process, I was literally just like, just tell me what a day's like for you. Yeah, that was also really pretty hard to like keep secret for a while.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so hard.
Yeah, but no, I'm very excited. I'm thrilled to get to do this, and yeah, I'm hoping for some good times ahead.
Awesome.
Yeah. And also, I still do a bunch of podcasts. but Robogoblin, you're doing some streaming now.
Yeah. Congratulations on affiliates.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
They made affiliate.
I just got affiliate yesterday, and it feels all right. All right. It's good.
Some pressure.
Yeah,
I may have subbed already, so I could have that gift.
Thank you, Gar.
I need that GIF.
I just noticed that in there. I was like, that is one of the coolest emotes I've seen.
Yeah, I made those emotes and like they got accepted right away. And then
Nice.
all right, you can find
Thanks
me.
for joining us for this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for inviting me. This was so awesome, and literally jumping from chat to the screen, and I still can't believe it.
You're on a show that was nominated for the
I
TTRPG.
am.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's gotta be weird.
Yeah.
Now appearing on a show
Thanks for
nominated
nominating us. You
in
wanna
his
join?
own award show.
That's a lot of good feelings, and
This was not our way to try to get another nomination, folks. That was
Yeah, I
community
guess we're out of
nominated.
the winning, like
That was community
for
nominated.
ethical reasons now.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being here. Legitimately, this was really awesome. I'm glad you were able to do this.
Thank you.
So intrigued about your character.
Yeah,
I get
love
to interact with a different version of Archie because he was nice enough to join me when I DM'd my own one shot that was off stream, and I got to see Archie in a different form. But now Archie has become something new. So
Absolutely.
it's neat.
Ooh.
I've had the pleasure of playing alongside him twice, I think, now, but not DMing before. So that it's been interesting seeing you on the other side of the screen this time.
Thank you. You're amazing, Mars.
Thanks.
Yeah, can we hype Mars up a little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
That was so good.
That was really, really
Yes.
good.
Like, you put a heck ton of effort into running games like this, and even though you didn't technically, write a module this time, it still feels like you did.
Thank you.
Legitimately.
Which
From my
reminds
heart
me,
to yours.
you can catch our past exploits on my YouTube channel, which is, the YouTube's /Gaarawarr, spelled as it sounds. But Mars also has the modules from Twice in a Blue Moon and A Fistful of Death up on the DM's Guild still, right?
Yeah. And Beast of Blemish, which was our first one before.
And the Beast of Blemish, which was the original,
Yeah. So 3 of our adventures. So all 75%, all but this one, are up on DM's Guild. If you just search my name, Ryan Blake Hall, you can find them. Just call me Mars now. It feels weird to hear my name.
How about you, Allie? And
I mean, I've got things going on. Not really. I am just a humble co-host of Difficulty Class. You can find us on Twitter at Difficulty Class, and you can email us at difficultyclass@gmail.com. There you go. I did all the plugs, Trevor. Look at that.
Hey.
Don't bother looking us up on Instagram. We don't post on there.
Yeah, if you want to see an inactive Instagram account, follow us at
right
Difficulty Pod.
Yes. I also am the DM of my own actual play called The Roomy Rummers, and it's called that because it is me and my roommates. And we roam the open seas. Yes. It is a nautical themed adventure. They are currently just north of Cholt in a land archipelago that I have created in Faerun that could possibly be in your own game if you want. It's fun. But they recently just discovered robot creatures of their own. So it's very fun. And
are they frog creatures though, so you can call them ribbits?
They're dinosaurs, so kinda
close.
But so if you wanted to see both the first episode and kind of like the trailer, because my laptop died and we lost the second episode, who knew? Then you can check us out at Roomy Roamers on Twitter, and also we're on like Anchor and all the other podcasting services too.
That's great. I want to say obvious thank you to Codename Entertainment for allowing us to do this, for inviting us back to do this. I was thrilled to get the notice for it, to get tapped to do this, and my players for joining me. Gaarawarr, especially for doing the overlay, and like handling all the Zoom stuff.
Now in 1080p.
Producer.
It's a lot of work that he puts into to make this happen. So thank you, Gar, for that. And one more time, Lee, love you, buddy. Hope you're doing good.
I did throw.
We'll have him back eventually.
Because someone asked, I threw Mars's Twitch channel into the chat. Twitch TV/Storyteller Mars. Go give him a follow. He's real close to 1,000, which is significant.
Nice.
So help him break that over. I think he's at like 939.
Thanks. Oh my God.
We've been trying to. I've been pitching his stuff in my streams. So go over there, follow him, get him above 1,000.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Outside that, you can catch, 3 of the 5 of us on this channel doing streams for Codename Entertainment. You can catch Trevor currently on Champions of Lore and Champions of Psychology. Who knows what else in the future with his new job. Me on Gaarawarr's Guide. Yeah, Gaarawarr's Guide to Everything on Fridays, which there isn't one this week because D&D Live goes live on Friday. So we're all going to go watch D&D Live instead. I believe
it's going to be rehosted on this channel.
Yeah, we're going to rehost here on the Cine Games channel, and I think they're doing giveaways in chat during the stream. So come watch it in chat in this chat on Friday, D&D Live. I will be back on Saturday with Gaarawarr's Guide. This is the tutorial show, which is this week Gaarawarr's Guide to Red Panda variants, because of course we're doing Red Panda Week. Of course we're doing Red Panda Week on the show.
Yeah.
And then Mars had Mars's Guiding Hand already today, and I'm sure it's going to be back, like it usually is, every Wednesday. So one of these days he's going to go, hi, I'm Mars, and this is my guiding hand, but it's probably not going to be anytime soon.
66 times so far, still haven't done that joke.
Yeah. I've been waiting 66 episodes. 66 episodes. Start time for D&D Live for Babylon Ranger in chat. It should be noon Pacific, I want to say.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yep. And B-Day's going to be in the opening thing. They're going to be talking about an unannounced book.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's right.
And as we're about to go, Jason went live. We're about to go raid Jason. So please join the raid. That means be active in chat to join the raid. Come join Jason. He does whatever you want Wednesdays. which it's whatever you want within Wheezin is what we like to call it, because he's got a song list of 180 songs that you can request from, with a small tip to help cover, his mod's expenses. But it's fantastic. He does this on Wednesday. So we're going to go do that. But he has a thing on, they just announced earlier on D&D Live. He's going to be there at the beginning of D&D Live. They're going to announce that Jason is going to write a song that day based off the audience votes.
Really?
Off this list of stuff that the audience is going to get to vote on. And then at the end of Friday, he's going to perform the song live that he just wrote during that day. So it's a little bit of bardic inspiration action by making a song in one day. So make sure you tune in for that as well.
Fantastic.
All right. We're going to take it away. I'm going to take us to our ending scene. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
And we'll see you over in Jason's chat. Bye, everyone.
Look sharp.
Bye.
Bye. See you.